What is up, my friends? Hello, hello, welcome in. Welcome into another day and another chance at ripping some cardboard gold here at Cardlines Breaks. I'm Jeff back at it with you guys on this Sunday evening. Hope you guys have had a great weekend. Welcome in. Everyone give a shout out to Max hanging with me today. We're going to have some fun tonight, my friends. 5 breaks. We've got 2 football and 3 baseball breaks, and we continue to roll and count down towards that break number 1,000, which is going to happen on Thursday. But in the meantime, we got a lot of fun in between. We definitely are going to rip some great stuff tonight. We got some stuff going Monday night, and then up to breaks number 1,000 on Thursday. So thank you guys for joining us. Welcome in, welcome in. If it's your first time with us, welcome to the family. Let's have a little fun. Let's take a look at our schedule for the evening. We've got Optic. We're rolling Optic. What's going on, Christopher? Nice to have you in. We've got Optic. We're going to start here in a few minutes. We do have some open spots to fill. It's going to be quick. And we got a couple of Major League mystery packs if you guys are interested in those. Then those open spots are in Chronicles, which are second break, 22 Chronicles, Cello boxes. Then we've got Turn to Baseball. We're going to do 2 hobby boxes of Series 1. We're going to do 5 of those Prizm 2024 Red Hobby Blasters. And then we're going to do 5 more of those Crusade Mega Boxes. And that's going to wrap it up. Time-wise, I think we'll probably be close to on par. I expect we might end up maybe a little bit early on a few of those. We'll see how it goes, though. But welcome in, Frederick. Welcome in. Great to have you. All right, guys. So that is what we've got going on the open spot side. We will get to that in just a moment. Thank you for your patience on that. Just getting everything going here, my man. We've got some open spots on that Chronicles Cellos, the second break. What we're going to do is we're going to run it just as one spot for all 3 and just see if you guys want to get after them. So it's going to be the Baltimore Ravens, it's going to be the Dallas Cowboys, and it's going to be the Indianapolis Colts. So some pretty good teams in there, actually. I was surprised they didn't sell, but it is 2022. 2022 Chronicles, 2 Cello boxes. So there's a lot of cards in there. And the Ravens, the Cowboys, and the Colts. We're going to start that out at $4 as an opening bid and see what you guys choose to do with it. $4 will get you 3 teams in that second NFL break. Shamdog and James getting in there. We got it running at 6. Oh, Max, can you see those auction spots are a minute? Can you quick change those to 10 seconds? I'll do the first one. All right. Oh, and we're still going. Again, it's the Ravens, the Cowboys, and the Colts in there. And that's the 2022 Chronicles 2 Cello boxes. Auction's still going. It's great spots to get. And it looks like we got a winner. Bigfoot grabs it. Thank you so much for grabbing those spots. We will get your name added into our team list roster on that. We appreciate it. So that means our breaks are full this evening. So kudos to you guys and thank you very much for making that pretty easy. Before we do get started, if you guys are interested as well, I've only got 5 to go with. If we want to go through them, we can. These are our, I'm going to take that schedule off so you guys can see a little better. These are our mystery packs, which have been getting rave reviews, and I'm not joking. People have been having a great time with them. For those of you that got them, hopefully you've had a good time with them. You get 15 cards in here, and one of those cards is a guaranteed auto, relic, or numbered card. I can tell you most of the time, if it's just a numbered card, there's definitely something else coming with it. And it's not just junk relics and things like that either. Here we go, guys. If you are interested, we're going to start these at $6 for these mystery repacks. Again, 15 cards, 1 auto relic or number card in there. and lots of other fun stuff. Usually a lot of chrome, a lot of inserts, a lot of rookies. I'll run it once or twice through, see if anyone wants to grab one. If not, we'll get on to our breaks. And if you are in tonight's breaks at all with these open spots and with the mystery bags, we will address shipping at the end of the show. So don't let shipping worry you too much if you are in the breaks at all. We'll adjust that. It'd be $1 for, like an additional spot in the break. Matt Katron grabs one. Thank you very much for grabbing that. I do have, again, I just grabbed 5 on hand to auction. So there's only a few of them. If you want to get them, put a bid in. We'll run another one as an opening bid at $6. And again, we will combine shipping, or once you make a purchase, it does get down to, I think, 99 cents a pack. And we always do max out at $10. So if you did do something where you end up with more than $10, we would do it down. No NFL packs today. I just grabbed some baseball ones. Sorry about that. All right, Bigfoot grabbing some Major League pack. Thank you very much. We got another one up, $6 if you guys want to grab one. Now's your chance. I got 5 only tonight. No takers on that. I'll run it one more time, see if anyone else wants to grab one. No NFL. Still grab a baseball one, huh? I love it. That's exactly what I would do too. Hide my disappointment and just buy the other sport, right? Thanks so much for grabbing that pack. I've got 2 more. I'll run them. And then I will start after these 2 because I didn't grab any more to put up tonight. Just grabbed a small handful of baseball ones. Bigfoot's in on another one. Well done. Thank you very much. And we've got one more, and I think it's just coincidence that the marker was red. I don't think it's I don't think it's anything different about this one other than I must have grabbed a red marker when we wrote on it. But last one up, Bigfoot looks like he's gonna grab it. Looking for a lot of leprechauns today. There are going to be leprechauns up for grabs, that is for sure. All right, so thank you so much, everyone, for grabbing those packs. Bigfoot for grabbing some packs and the open spots. We really appreciate it. Tim, what's going on, man? Welcome in, welcome in. Great to have you. All right, so we got that business out of the way. We sold the open spots. We are ready to go again. Looking at that schedule, here's what we're going to be running. We're now full. Oop, I want to put that up here. We're now full for the evening. And again, I expect us maybe to be a minute or 2 ahead of time on a couple of these, but I'll try and keep us pretty close to on time for all of them, maybe a little early for each one. Let's get our schedule off. Let's get our teams up for the evening. And our first break number 985, are 4 Optic Megas. Let's hope we pull some great stuff out of here. Curious. I know Optic is one of those that is not always very easy to find out in the wild. I think pretty much at this point, most products you can find out in the wild pretty easily these days in retail, but Optic is still one that's tough to get. So give us a holler in the chat if you've been able to get any on your own, and how have you been doing with it. We're, of course, hoping to get some downtowns or uptowns out of here. These are retail mega boxes that we are running. There's empty box number 1. We're going to do 2 boxes as always, and then that'll be the halfway point. So, Tim, thanks for grabbing the Cardinals and the Falcons, Steve and the Ravens, Tim the Bills, Kenji the Panthers, Frederick's got the Bears, the Bengals, Tim the Browns, Terry the Cowboys, John's got the Broncos, Matt the Lions, Jamie the Packers, Dwayne the Texans, Angel, welcome in, Angel. I don't know if you're on screen yet, but great to have you as always. Welcome, welcome. Angel's got the Colts. We've got Christopher with the Jaguars, John with the Chiefs, Tim with the Raiders, Dave the S has the Chargers, Trampus has the Rams, Matt the Dolphins. We've got John with the Vikings, Tim the Patriots, Dana the Saints, Scott the Giants, Kyle the Jets, Daryl, the Eagles. Jason, the Steelers. Jose, the Niners. Daryl, the Seahawks. Angel, the Buccos. Andrew, the Titans. And Angel with Washington. Welcome in, welcome in. There he is, Angel. Angel, Christopher, welcome in, guys. Tim, great to have you all in there. We got a lot of folks hanging with us tonight. It is great. Guys, feel free to pop in the chat. Let us know how you're doing. Feel free to talk amongst yourselves. We only ask that you keep it family-friendly, PC, and all that good stuff. But feel free to congratulate each other on hits. See how y'all doing. Share thoughts about sports. U.S. winning gold in men's and women's hockey. How about that? Hit that like button. Exactly. So thank you guys for grabbing your spots. And while I finish ripping the first two sets of boxes here, let's talk about our hit counter. If it is your first time with us, again, welcome to the family. For those of you that have been with us before, you know the drill, and thanks for coming back. We are going to play the hit counter. That is how you can get your chance at some free stuff. All you got to do is tell us which team's set of rookies are we going to pull the most of in these 4 mega boxes. Is it going to be the Carolina rookies with Nick Scorton, Tet McMillan? Is it going to be Etienne? Is it going to be the Browns with all their bevy of rookies? Will it be the Raiders with Genty and Beck and all those guys? Or will it be Tennessee with Ward and Dyke and Ironmaw? Also, that's worth 1 leprechaun if you pick which team we get correctly. Then secondly, if you pick the total number of all 4 together correctly within 1 in either direction, you will also get a leprechaun. So 5 breaks today, 2 leprechauns per break. You could earn as many as 10 leprechauns. And those leprechauns are going to run in your favor tonight at the end of the break for some free stuff. So get on in there. There's no purchase necessary to do so. Just tell us which team's rookies are going to show up the most in this break and what the combined total of all 4 teams is going to be. Again, if you get it right within 1 in either direction on that total of all 4, you get a leprechaun as well. So we don't necessarily need to know how much each team is going to have in the prediction, just which team you think and then total. And I would think, I'm seeing some predictions like Cleveland 9, Carolina 7. I would think with 4 teams on here, I would think we would do higher, but maybe I'm wrong. You guys might be right on there, considering it's only 4 boxes. So good luck. You'll have the halfway point that until the halfway point that you guys can update or make changes if you so choose. So I'm going to get the hit counter off, and let's get going. The Seahawks, Daryl, you have our first card with rookie Robbie Outs, tight end for your world champion Seahawks. And then we've got a blue right away of Tez Johnson for Tampa Bay. Angel, you're on the board quick with a blue Prizm rated rookie, Tez Johnson. There's Jalen Warren for the Steelers. Boy, the Optic cards look real clean this year, though, don't they? This is actually the first I've ripped any of them. Zach Ertz, Josh Downs, Xavier Legette, Ramondre Stevenson. We got a Riley Leonard, rated rookie for the Colts. Congratulations to Angel again. And for the Chargers is Kendre Lambert-Smith. We got a patch right away for the Seahawks. Daryl, how about a Jalen Milroe on the rookie Phenoms patch for Seattle? There we go. We're on the board with a patch early tonight, my friends. Very cool looking Optic Phenom patch for the Seahawks. Jalen Milroe, rookie quarterback. A sweet play action. Brock Bowers for the Raiders. Tim, congrats. There's Isaiah Pacheco, Luke Kuechly, Jalen Ramsey, Trey Harris for the Chargers. Kicker alert, Andres Borregales for the Patriots. Just making sure we didn't get any of those teams yet on a rookie. TJ Hawkinson on a silver for the Vikings, John. There's Travis Etienne for the Jaguars. D-Hop, TJ Watt, and Eric Dickerson for the Colts. Some more rookies coming up here is Tyleik Williams for the Lions. And there's a Matthew Golden for the Packers, Jamie. Wow, there we go for the Giants, guys. Scott Jackson Dart on the blue. Sweet rated rookie. Those are the type of rookies we want to be pulling. Jackson Dart for the Giants. Congratulations to Scott. We got Golden Tate, Malik Neighbors, Buda Baker, David Njoku. For the Vikings, you got Ty Felton. And our first hit counter is going to be a primary colors rookie Shedeur Sanders for the Browns. So, Tim, there we go. Congratulations. Nice Shedeur hit. And the Browns rookies on the board. We're at 1 on the hit counter. There's Michael Pittman Jr., Jake Plummer, Baker Mayfield, Dante Culpepper, Megatron. There's rated rookie Tyler Shuck for New Orleans, Dana. And for the Panthers, there is Jimmy Horn Jr. So that's going to be another one for the hit counter on the Jimmy Horn Jr. We're up to 2. Our next blue is for the 49ers, Jose. We got Jordan Watkins on the blue rated rookie Prizm. We got Howie Long, Adam Thielen. I still love it. He's throwing the ball. Jameson Williams, and then Joe Burrow for the Bengals. Frederick, there we go. Box number 2. We're going to start out with rookie Jelon Walker for the Falcons and Jalen Lane for the Commanders. Well, we're doing well with the blues, guys. How about Amari and Hampton for the Chargers? Dave, it's a nice one of Amari and Hampton on the blue rated rookie. There's Bryce Young for the Panthers. Tony Pollard, Derek Carr, Jalen Ramsey. Steelers rookie Caleb Johnson. And we've got a laser of TJ Sanders for the Buffalo Bills. Tim, there we go. The laser, it's a retail laser Prizm, not numbered. That's a blue hyper, actually. The blue hyper Prizm. We should get a couple of these, hopefully. And we've got an orange. This one should be numbered. That's an orange scope. Ty Felton for the Vikings. John, that is numbered 22 out of 79. Congratulations, John. Ty Felton on the orange scope to 79 for the Vikings. Xavier Worthy. There's Jefferson for the Vikings. TJ Watt, that's our first double, I think, is TJ. And Tua. Seahawks, we got Damian Martinez, rookie. And Derek Harmon for the Steelers. Another play action. I like last year's play action a little better, but I like the controls on here like you're looking through. I think that's a cool touch on the card. Kyron Williams for the Rams. There's Keenan Allen, Christian Kirk, Prime Time, Jacoby Myers. For the Texans, we got Jaden Higgins. Congrats, Dwayne. Yeah, well, the Jaguars haven't shown up yet, have they? Kyle McCord for the Eagles. And another patch, guys. So right now we're 2 for 2 on the mega boxes, delivering a hit. First year rookie quarterback Quinn Ewers with the Dolphins. First year fresh patch. Beautiful looking Dolphin turquoise there. Not numbered, but a very cool rookie patch for the Dolphins. Matt, congratulations on your Dolphins. And here's going to be another one for the hit counter, the blue Prizm rated rookie Eric Iomanar for the Tennessee Titans. So congratulations to Andrew. And the Titans get on the board. 1 across the board. We're up to 3. There's John Elway, Pat Frymuth, Marquise Brown. R.J. Harvey's a nice one for the Broncos, John. And the Panthers are going to strike again with Nick Scorton. Congratulations to Kenji for the Nick Scorton blue. The Panthers take the lead at 2, and we're at 4 on the hit counter now. We got Chase Brown, Tyjae Spears, DJ Moore, Russell Wilson, Alvin Kamara. For the Dolphins, rated rookie Kenneth Grant. For the Jets, we got rated rookie Mason Taylor. Brock Purdy on the captains in charge for the Niners, Jose. Kyron Williams, Trevor Lawrence. Whoa. Sorry about that, Steelers. Kenneth Gainwell. And the last card of box 2 is Drew Bledsoe. All right, guys, so that puts us at the halfway point. If we take a look at the hit counter, right now we've got the Carolina Panther rookies leading the way 2-1 over Cleveland and over Tennessee. And the Raiders rookies have not come out to play for us just yet. So we're at 4 at that halfway point, and you guys now need to decide who's going to take it. Are the Panthers going to hold on? Or which team is going to overtake the Panthers? Christopher, what are you asking? What's the big chaser? The big chaser in Optic would be downtowns and up downs. So you guys have to decide which of those 4 rookie teams' rookies are going to show up the most in this second half here. Right now, you got the Panthers being the safer bet. The Raiders haven't shown up yet, but at 2, it's definitely not insurmountable, that's for sure. Guys, that one feels thick as well. I think we got at least a 3rd patch coming. And then don't forget, if you want to update your total as well, we got to 4 halfway through, so you guys need to decide what that total is going to be. Are we going to roughly double up and be somewhere around 8? I think a couple of you had a little bit higher predictions. You might want to bring a little bit lower. A couple of you had some lower predictions. It looks like you've been updating to get them higher. Looks like we're probably going to end up somewhere around 10 or so. So you guys get within 1 in either direction. You will get a leprechaun running in your name for some free stuff later on at the end of the breaks. So as I get box 4 open, again, I do want to welcome everybody in on this Sunday evening. We've been able to start to work in some weekends a little bit, which I think has been good. Lots of folks looking for things to do on the weekends. We usually have great participation. We've got so many of you guys hanging out with us tonight. Absolutely love that and appreciate it. Thank you guys for spending your precious Sunday time with us. Whether you're with us for just 1 break or all 5 breaks tonight or just even a couple minutes, we appreciate you. We welcome you in. And let's just continue to have some fun. Keep that chat going. Let us know what's going on. The Olympics are still going on, so if anyone's out there winning any gold medals or great stories, throw it in the chat. If you're feeling particularly in any way about the NBA season or what's going to happen in the NFL offseason, throw it in the chat. We'll talk about it. I'll do my best to keep up with you guys. Jam Duke, we are located in the Midwest, just north of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. All right, so it is time to close up the hit counter predictions. Max, lock it up when you get a sec. So here we go, box 3. The Saints going to get another rookie, Tyler Shuck. And the Panthers on the board again with Jimmy Horn. So the Panthers, guys, go to 3. The Browns are going to get another one on the board, and it's another blue Mason Graham. So, Tim, congratulations on the Mason Graham. And that's going to put Cleveland at 2, and we're up to 6 now on the hit counter. Mark Andrews, Myles Garrett, Luke Kuechly, Jalen Ramsey. There's our second Matthew Golden of the break. Our second Robbie Outs. And our third patch. How about there's Tennessee for you? Cam Ward. Excuse me, I got a hiccup there. Cam Ward on the first year fresh. That's a nice hit for Andrew and the Titans. Cam Ward rookie patch. So we are 3 for 3 on hits. It does not say guaranteed hit on the box, but we are 3 for 3 so far. Cam Ward on the first year fresh, and Tennessee goes to 2 on the hit counter. We're up to 7. Now we need the Raiders and we need the Jaguars to wake up a little bit. Will Johnson on the blue for the Cardinals. I will, for consistency purposes, I gotta give the Cardinals a little love. Congrats on the blue rated rookie. There's Ricky Williams. There's a Raider. Rich Gannon. Khalil Mack. There's another Trey Harris for the Chargers. And Borregales again for the Patriots. A silver of Alfred Collins for the Niners, Jose. There's Warren Moon, Drew Brees, Tyler Algier, Torrey Holtz. Another Tyleik Williams for the Lions. And Woody Marks for Dwayne and his Texans. Woody, rookie running back, made a mark for Texans this year. Joe Mixon getting injured as always. Although didn't Mixon actually even leave the Texans? I don't think he's on the Texans anymore, right? Of course, Dwayne, congrats. Jared Goff, Najee Harris, Justin Fields, Russell Wilson, Alvin Kamara, Lambert Smith again for the Chargers. And we got our first rookie recruits of the break. There's a Pat Bryant for the Broncos. So, John, a little wake up from the Broncos here with a rookie recruits, Pat Bryant. Quincy Williams, Ricky Pearsall, Tony Dorsett, A.J. Brown, Mr. Rogers, Demetrius Knight Jr. for the Bengals, and another Riley Leonard. And we got a My House, DK Metcalf for the Steelers. So congrats to Jason on that one. There's your MVP, Matthew Stafford for the Rams, Trempus, Jeff Garcia, Jaden Reed, and Fred Warner. All right, guys, I'll show you where we're on the hit counter. We're at 7 right now. And let's see how we end up. Fourth and final box of this first break. The Bills going to get a TJ Sanders. Trey McBride on the silver for the Cardinals. Terry Bradshaw, Isaiah Pacheco, Etienne. Dak Prescott, Tua. There is R.J. Harvey again for the Broncos. Trey Amos for the Commanders. And we got to light it up. Devin Hester for the Bears. Frederick, there we go. The Bears have been awfully quiet as well, so that's a nice one. Tyjae Spears, Joe Mixon. Devontae Adams and Jaden Daniels for the Commanders for Angel. There's Jalen Lane for the Commanders. We got Eric Armstead on the Optic. Chase Brown, DJ Moore. Kicker alert, Blake Groupie. J.J. McCarthy and Emmett Smith. Caleb Johnson, the Steelers. Jelani Walker for the Falcons. And Nick Scorton once again for the Carolina Panthers. Kenji, another one for you of the blue for the Panthers. And Carolina now has 4, really trying to hold on to that lead. There's Tony Pollard, Bryce Young, Cole Kmet, Jamal Charles, Kenneth Grant for the Dolphins, Mason Taylor for the Jets, and there's another Omarion Hampton blue Prizm for the Chargers. Dave, that's 2 of them. Congratulations. J Jets, Worthy, T Suggs, J.K. Dobbins. There's another Damian Martinez for the Seahawks. Another Harmon for the Steelers. And 4 for 4 on patches, guys, and it's the Steelers. Rookie phenom Will Howard. Congratulations to Jason on the Steelers spot. They've been hot in the second half of this break, including we went 4 for 4 on patches. So we will take that out of retail boxes, 4 for 4. The Seahawks with Jalen Milroe. We got the patch of him earlier, and then now there's a blue. And we are getting down to it here at the end. Quick 4 boxes. Kyron Williams, Lamar Jackson, and Brock Purdy for the Niners. Just like in the draft, the last card we pulled, but he is not Mr. Irrelevance anymore. Jose, congrats. All right, my friends. So let me bring up our recap, and let me show you guys how you did on the hit counter. So Carolina took it with 4. We had Cleveland with 2, Tennessee with 2. The Raiders rookies did not give us the time of day. So we ended up at 8. And what that meant was Jason, Frederick, and Dave, Angel, and Andrew all grabbed leprechauns. And then for the number wise, 7, 8, or 9 would have won it. So Christopher L, Ed, DS, Brett, Angel, Trampus, Andrew, and Lotim, you guys all managed to grab leprechauns for the number. So it's going to be a big race of leprechauns at the end of the night. Congratulations, guys, and thanks for playing along. As we move along to our schedule, that does put us done with the first break. We are, as I kind of expected with the Optic break, a little bit ahead of schedule. I'll kind of ease our way. Well, I got to do the recap. I'll ease our way into our Chronicles break, and we'll go from there. So we'll probably be about 5 minutes ahead of schedule tonight. Most of the night, I would estimate. Once we finish our 2022 NFL Chronicles Cello boxes, then we're going to move on to baseball and those 3 baseball breaks, including kicking it off with the Series 1 hobby boxes. So not sure if you guys have had too much of a chance to get into those yet. I know it's been out for over a week now, but we're going to have some fun with that and see what we can do. So I'll get that list off. Let's do a recap. We did get the Jalen Milroe blue, Will Howard patch, Omar Hampton blue, Scorton blue, the rookie recruits, Pat Bryant, Woody Marks on the blue, Will Johnson on the blue, Cam Ward on a patch, Mason Graham blue, Scorton blue, Iomanar on the blue, Quinn Ewers on the patch, Ty Felton was the 79 on the orange scope, TJ Sanders on the blue hyper, another Hampton blue, Watkins blue, Premier Colors Shador, Jackson Dart on the blue, Jalen Milroe on the patch, and Tez Johnson. So a Jackson Dart blue might be the biggest card of the break. That might be the second because of the numbered, and then probably the Cam Ward the third. You guys could probably argue differently, but that's I think probably the best 3 of the break. Some good stuff coming out of Optic as expected, and thank you guys again so very much for filling up that break as we get ready here to jump into our second break of the evening, which is break number 986, our Chronicles Cello boxes. I will bring one out. We'll start to get the packs open, and we'll talk through our roster, and we'll talk through the hit counter for this one. There is empty box number 1. So thank you so very much to Tim grabbing the Cardinals and the Falcons again. Jonathan did grab those Ravens with open spot. The Bills going to Michael. Robert with the Panthers. Jim the Bears. Angels got the Bengals. Michael the Browns. Jonathan the Cowboys. Tim the Broncos. Daryl the Lions. Andrews got his Packers. Dwayne, of course, is rolling with the Texans. Jonathan with the Colts. Daryl the Jaguars. Tim the Chiefs. Michael the Raiders. Dave S. the Chargers. Andrew the Rams. Daryl the Dolphins. John the Vikings. The Patriots going to Angel. Daryl with the Saints. Angel with the Giants. Daryl with the Jets. Rick with the Eagles. Steelers going to Christopher. Brett's got the Niners. Daryl's got the Seahawks. Kyle the Buccaneers. And Andrew is finishing us off with the Titans and the Commanders. So the 2022 class, not known for the best class, but there are some pretty good gems in here, including the front runner, or the headliner, if you will, of Brock Purdy. We also got guys like Malik Willis were in here. He was much bigger then, but for Packer fans, that's still a fun pull. Packers had 3 or 4 rookies, including Quay Walker and Christian Watson and some other guys in there. Aiden Hutchinson is in this class. Some hidden gems in here. George Pickens and Kenny Pickett were on the Steelers. Kenny Pickett didn't amount to anything, and despite his troubles, George Pickens has been a pretty good player. He had a good year for the Cowboys. So, again, thank you guys for grabbing those spots. Good luck to each and every one of you on those. As we talk about our hit counter for this one, if you guys want to get a shot at some more leprechauns and earn some free stuff, our hit counter looks, we're going individuals on this one. So a couple of those nice rookies. As we mentioned, Brock Purdy is in here. See how many Brock Purdys we can pull. Hopefully a lot. Aiden Hutchinson from the Lions. Sauce Gardner from the Jets. And Garrett Wilson from the Jets. So I wasn't thinking there very well when I put 2 Jets on there. But hopefully, Daryl, we are celebrating you early and often if it means that hit counters lighten up. So Sauce Gardner and Garrett Wilson. So you guys tell us which of those 4 rookies is going to come up the most in these 2 Cello boxes from 2022 Chronicles. And tell us what the total number of all 4 players together is going to be. Yeah, that's right, Duke. So you got Kenneth Walker in here as well. He definitely with the Super Bowl made a name for himself as one of the better rookies out of 2022. So tell us which guy is going to get the most cards in this break, as well as what the total of all 4 together is going to be. I'm going to make my prediction ahead of time as well. I'm going to say Sauce Gardner, and I'm going to say 27 as my guess. So here we go, guys. Good luck. Again, that is for some leprechauns, for some free stuff. At the end of the night, here's our first box. I will slide our second box out. We'll do afterwards. And we're underway here for break number 986, our Chronicles. It's going to go to the Bears' first card, Jim, on a Justin Fields Chronicles base. Then we got A.J. Brown, Baker Mayfield, Deron Bland, rookie for the Cowboys. So it's that open pickup. There's Quay Walker I was talking about for the Packers. Rashad White for the Buccaneers on the Luminance. And we also have Trevon Walker for the Jaguars. There's another Quay Walker for the Pack. And Christian Watson for the Pack. So, Andrew, 3 Packers early on for you. There's one of the nicer ones we're going to get. And Drake London as well. Not on the hit counter, but he's a good one. Tim, congrats. And there's our first Aiden Hutchinson for the Lions. Congratulations to Daryl on the Lion spots. And Aiden Hutchinson goes to 1 on the hit counter. We got a chrome or silver Kenny Pickett for the Steelers. And all these clearly ones, I love these. There's Watson for the Packers. Zamir White for the Raiders. And there's a nice one in Trey McBride for the Cardinals. Tim, congratulations. He also, I think, was second in the league in reception. So he's one of the better members of the rookie class. That is for sure. The Lions, Aiden Hutchinson is going to go up 2-0 on the hit counter. Congrats to the Lions spots. There's Jameson Williams as well. Isaiah Pacheco. Another Isaiah Pacheco. There's a Joe Burrow, base Chronicles. Tyreek Hill on the photogenic. Zamir White. There we go. Zamir White for the Raiders. There's Jalen Hurts. Jordan Davis for the Eagles. Derek Stingley Jr. for the Texans. David Ojabo for the Ravens. And there's Malik Willis for the Titans. Andrew. Treylon Burks for the Titans. There's a nice Patrick Mahomes on the magnitude for the Chiefs. Tim, congratulations. That's a beauty of a Patrick Mahomes right there. And we got Desmond Ridder for the Falcons on the clear vision. There's Jonathan Taylor for the Colts. Nice pickup, Jonathan. Cordarrelle Patterson for the Falcons. Baker Mayfield. There's another Malik Willis for Tennessee. And there's our first George Pickens celebrating a touchdown for the Steelers, Christopher. Another Malik Willis. And we've got a Sauce Gardner Illuminance. So Sauce on the board for the first time. We're up to 3. There's another Aiden Hutchinson rookie for the Lions. Hutchinson goes to 3. Breece Hall for the Jets. Damian Pierce for the Texans. Zamir White for the Raiders. Watson for the Pack. There's a nice Jalen Hurts on the magnitude. Early Jalen Hurts for the Eagles. Congratulations to Rick. And there we go. As a clear vision, Brock Purdy for the Niners. Brett, congratulations. I was just about to say, where the heck's Brock Purdy, Ben? But he shut me up before I could say it. So congrats on that. And Brock goes on the hit counter. And we're going to keep it going with Brock with the score silver. So congratulations for the Niners spot once again, Brett. Back-to-back Brock Purdy's. And Brock up to 2 on the hit counter. Chasing Aiden Hutchinson. We're up to 6. There's King Henry for the Titans. Lamar. CeeDee Lamb. There's Josh Allen for the Bills. Rookie for the Seahawks, Tariq Woolen. Taylor Heineke for the Commanders. There's a Garrett Wilson for the Jets. So Garrett Wilson is our last one to enter the hit counter board. We're up to 7. So congrats, Daryl. Treylon Burks for Tennessee. Drake London for the Falcons. Drake London again for the Falcons. Kenny Pickett for the Steelers. Drake London again for the Falcons. This one is a bronze foil, if you can see the difference. Bronze and silver foil. Bronze being a little bit more rare than the silver, I believe. There's a nice Jonathan Taylor on the magnitude. And a rookie clear vision Aiden Hutchinson for the Lions. So congrats to the Lions, Daryl. That is your 3rd Aiden Hutchinson. Actually, excuse me, 4th Aiden Hutchinson. As Aiden leads the way on the hit counter. He's at 4. We're at 8. Another Malik Willis on the momentum clear. Devontae Adams. There's another Garrett Wilson for the Jets on the photogenic. Wilson goes to 2. We're at 9. There's a Patrick Mahomes on the Chronicles. Dak Prescott on the photogenic. Derrick Henry. Alec Pierce, rookie for the Colts. We got Williams, rookie for the Cowboys. And there's another Brock Purdy on the Luminance for the Niners. Brett, congratulations. And Purdy goes to 3. We're at 10 on the hit counter. Is Brian Robinson Jr. Kayvon Thibodeau, rookie for the Giants. There is Kenneth Walker, the 3rd for the Seahawks. There. And here's Christian Watson for the Pack. Again, if you guys were watching last time when we broke this about a week or so ago, this card's extra special to me because I am in this card. I'm right up there in the crowd. You can find a red coat, and I'm sitting right next to that red coat. So congratulations, Andrew. You got the me card. Romeo Doubs for the Pack, and there's Garrett Wilson for the Jets. So Garrett Wilson goes to 3 on the hit counter. We're up to 11. Bailey Zappi for the Patriots. We got Brock Purdy again. I know this is a base Chronicles, but it's Brock Purdy rookie, so he's the premier guy of this set. We're going to top load that sucker. Congratulations. And Purdy goes to 4. There's Brian Robinson Jr. Brian Robinson Jr. again. he says, that's great. Go Bears. Kyler Murray. Russell Wilson. Here's Chris Olave for the Saints. The Bears are getting smoked by the Packers in this break right now. There's Quay Walker and Romeo Doubs. and Romeo Dobbs again. How about a Tom Brady for the Buccaneers, Kyle? Brian Robinson Jr. for the Commanders. There's another Drake London. That's a bronze foil on the Luminance. Wan'Dale Robinson for the Giants. Justin Jefferson on a magnitude for the Vikings. And Rashad White on the clear vision for the Buccaneers. Nick Chubb, Donta Foreman. There's those Bears you're cheering on. Justin Fields on the photogenic Kyler Murray. Aaron Rodgers with a discount double check for the Pack. Rashad White for the Buccaneers. Robinson for the Giants. There's another Trey McBride, rookie for the Arizona Cardinals. Tim, congrats. There's a Justin Herbert for the Chargers. Congrats, Dave. Early Herberts. David Bell for the Browns. And there's another Brock Purdy. So Brock Purdy now has taken over the lead over Aiden Hutchinson. This is the 5th Brock Purdy of the break so far. He goes to 5. We're at 13. There's Nick Chubb. Got Kenny Pickett on the Momentum rookies. Joe Burrow on a magnitude. So I top-loaded up Mahomes and Hurts. I'll top-load a magnitude Burrow as well. We've gotten some good magnitudes. You also had in the magnitude Jefferson and Jonathan Taylor. So these have been good vet cards for us. There's Malik Willis on the flux for the Titans. Another Kenneth Walker III for the Seahawks. And there's Garrett Wilson for the Jets. There's another me card, Christian Watson. Andrew, congrats. And another Christian Watson. Malik Willis. There's Dak Prescott. Sam Howell for the Commanders. Desmond Ridder for the Falcons. There's another Malik Willis. And another Garrett Wilson. So Garrett Wilson goes to 5 on the hit counter. Congrats, Daryl. There's Watson again for the Pack. And there's an Aiden Hutchinson for the Lions. So Hutchinson re-answers the call. He goes to 5. We got a 3-way tie right now. 5-5-5. Sauce Gardner, my prediction, is sitting at 1. So I hope nobody took my lead there. Next up, we got Drake London on the Momentum rookies. And there's an Aaron Rodgers on the magnitude. Breece Hall on the clear vision. Rodgers, Javonte Williams, Geno Smith. Trevon Walker on the photogenic. Damian Pierce for the Texans. Trayvon Walker for the Jaguars. Trayvon Walker for the Jaguars. And there's an Aiden Hutchinson for the Lions. So Hutchinson now regains the lead. He's at 6 or at 17. James Cook, that's another very underrated rookie in this class. Michael, congrats on the James Cook. There's Kenneth Walker again for the Seahawks, Darryl. And Jahan Dotson for the Commanders, Andrew. Dak Prescott. Ezebike on the Momentum clear for the Dolphins. Isaiah Spiller on the Momentum clear for the Chargers. Our black Prizm is going to be Christian Watson for the Pack. So, Andrew, congratulations. The Packers are doing quite well for you in this break, giving you a lot of Christian Watson at least. There's Tariq Woolen, Jalen Hurts, Trevor Lawrence, Aaron Donald, Mike White for the Jets, Lamar Jackson. Yeah, Danny Wright for the 49ers, Bailey Zappi, Jelani Woods for the Colts, Wan'Dale Robinson for the Giants. There's another Christian Watson for the Pack. And there's our second Sauce Gardner of the break on the bronze luminance. So Gardner finally wakes up again. He goes to 2. We're at 18. Thibodeau on the clear. Crystal on the rookie magnitude for the Saints. Congratulations, Daryl, on the Saints spots. I don't know what it is, but I do really like the clear acetate cards when they out of these sets. I like that magnitude a lot. Clear vision. There's Tyler Algier for the Falcons. Christian Kirk, Andy Dalton. There's another Tom Brady for the Buccaneers. Kyle. Kenny Pickett. Thibodeau, Chris Olave. And there's another Sauce Gardner for the Jets. So Gardner goes to 3. We're at 19. Nakobe Dean rookie, Dameon Pierce rookie, Wan'Dale Robinson, and then a Joe Burrow for the Bengals. There's Malik Willis. You got Tyreek Hill on the magnitude. Tariq Woolen rookie for the Seahawks on the clear vision. And a legacy rookie, Aiden Hutchinson for the Lions. Congratulations to Darrow. Hutchinson goes to 7, opening up his lead again, and he's going to keep opening it up because there's a Hutchinson photogenic. So, Darryl, congrats. That is your 8th Hutchinson. Trayvon Walker. There's Trevor Lawrence. Desmond Ridder, rookie for the Falcons. Dameon Pierce for the Texans. Got a base of Saquon Barkley. Desmond Ridder, rookie. Sam Howell, Kenny Pickett. So 3 quarterbacks we would have been much more excited to pull in 2022 than now. There's a Sauce Gardner. Sauce goes to 4, and he's starting to make it interesting. We're at 22. There's Sky Moore. Kenny Pickett again. There's DK Metcalf on the magnitude. We got Drake London on the clear vision, and Brian Robinson Jr. finishes off the first box on the momentum clear. So as I start to open the second box, here's how we look on the hit counter. Aiden Hutchinson goes to 8. Brock Purdy, Garrett Wilson at 5. And Sauce Gardner bringing up the rear at 4, put us at 22. So you guys have to decide now, is Hutchinson going to hold on? He does look pretty strong with a couple-point lead here. Will he hold on, or will someone else get hot? And then you got to decide as well what the total number is going to be. So halfway through, we got to 22. So after 4, we'll see where we're at. I think my prediction was what? Sauce Gardner and is either 37 or 39. So I'm a little bit low on Sauce Gardner right now, but I think I'm pretty close to where we might end up on the numbers. And remember, you do get 1 in either direction if you factor that in as well. So if it were to have ended at that 1 box, if you had 21, 22, or 23, you would have gotten a leprechaun. But it did not end at that box. We got a second box here for us to get through. Lou's in the house. Lou, welcome in. Great to have you join us. So as we get into our second box here on break number 986, this is our second and final football break of the evening, and then we're going to turn our attention to our 3 baseball break. Starting with Series 1 Hobby, then going on to some 2024 Prizm Hobby Blasters, and then finishing up with some Crusade. So there should be plenty of hits to go around in Crusade. What we got to start hoping for now, guys, is let's hope that Panini doesn't get us with a bunch of points. Let's hope that they actually provide us with 5 autographs as advertised. That's always the goal, is not to get Panini down there. As we're ripping through the packs in this break, if you guys haven't done so already, if you're chilling with us on eBay, well, thank you again for doing so. And make sure that you have saved us as a seller and maybe even favored us as a seller if you're so inclined. That's going to help you know and get notifications on when our shows go live, when singles go up, and other products potentially go up. It'll let you know when our auctions are happening and closing and all that good stuff. So a great way, make sure you save us as a seller and favorite us if you be so kind. And share us with your friends. get us going on growing the network. And speaking of growing that network, for those of you watching us on YouTube right now, thanks for joining us on the tube. If you haven't found your way to subscribing to our channel yet, we sure would love to have you do so. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe to the channel. And we have a goal this year of getting above 10,000 subscribers. So we appreciate each and every one of you. And if you can share the links to your friends, let's crush that 10,000. I'm hoping we can do it by half year point. My goal is the full year. But if by sometime in June we could be at that 10,000, that would be awesome. So do that. And then, as always, don't forget pop2cardlines.com. If you haven't done so already, make sure that you hop on our newsletter that comes out twice a week. It's free to get that as well, and it's full of great content. All right, so here we go. Max, when you get a second, close the hit counter prediction. Good luck on your predictions, guys. Let's get after the second half. Jefferson going to get us started. There's Malcolm Rodriguez. I absolutely love this card with him coming out of the fog. That's a cool, cool card. Great photo. George Pickens, Tyler Algier rookies, Drake London, Chris Olave, Breece Hall, Jelani Woods. There's a Garrett Wilson. So Garrett Wilson strikes first. In the second half, he goes to 6. We're at 23. Matt Corral for the Panthers, Malik Willis. We got Jalen Hurts. There is Sauce Gardner on the clear vision for the Jets. So Sauce Gardner goes to 5. There's Danny Gray on the rookies for the Niners. And there's a Garrett Wilson score silver for the Jets. So Garrett Wilson now is at 7, making a run to Hutchinson. We're up to 25. There's Michael Pittman Jr. There's a really nice Patrick Mahomes photogenic for the Chiefs. Tim, congratulations. They released the, did you guys see they released the Patrick Mahomes set, just like they had with the Wemby set earlier. They released the Patrick Mahomes set, and I want to say it's like $12,000 a box or something like that. Well, we've got 3 baseball breaks, and I don't know if you're asking 9:30 Eastern or Central. Based on our schedule, we should be getting to the first baseball break, which is the Series 1 hobby, at about 8:30 Central, 9:30 Eastern. There's Najee Harris, George Kittle, Tua. There's a nice photogenic Josh Allen. It's nice when we do something like 2022 if we get some of these, well, they were young at the time, but now some of the vets, the big vets, MVPs. Josh Allen on the photogenic. There's Stingley, Thibodeau, Tariq Woolen, Olaju for the Ravens, Alec Pierce for the Colts. There's another Sauce Gardner for the Jets. And all of a sudden, we've got a real tight pack. Sauce goes to 6. We're at 26. Garrett Wilson for the Jets. So Wilson goes to 8. We're at 27, and he's tied with Hutchinson now. But not for much longer, because Hutchinson goes on the clear. And Hutchinson goes to 9 and regains the lead. We're at 28. We're rolling right now. There's Nick Chubb on the magnitude. Ramondre Stevenson. There's a Tom Brady. We got Drake London on the red foil. Justin Herbert. Justin Jefferson diving in the end zone. Kayvon Thibodeau. There's another Trey McBride. Calvin Austin. Another great Patrick Mahomes. I'm just going to go ahead and sleeve up all of Patrick Mahomes after they release a case of him. Selling $12,000 boxes of Patrick Mahomes cards. Brian Robinson Jr., Bailey Zappi, Kenny Pickett, another Kenny Pickett, Joe Burrow on the magnitude, Devin Lloyd, rookie for the Jaguars, and we hadn't seen one in a while, but there's a nice photogenic Brock Purdy for the Niners, Brett. So this is going to be Brock number 6. There's another Kenneth Walker the third. There's Sauce Gardner with the cheese head on. Sauce goes to 7. Sauce Gardner on the Chronicles. Sauce goes to 8. There's Kenny Pickett, Jalen Hurts. Desmond Ridder for the Falcons. Matt Corral. Zamir White for the Raiders. Another Kenny Pickett for the Steelers. For the Seahawks, there's Kenneth Walker the third. Chris Olave on the Luminance. And there's Drake London on the Momentum Clear. Another Magnitude, Aaron Rodgers. Breece Hall on the Clear Vision. Jared Goff, Josh Jacobs, Christian McCaffrey. Devin Lloyd for the Jaguars. Chris Olave. Williams for the Cowboys. Tyquan Thornton. Jahan Dotson for the Commanders. Mechie the third for the Texans. Jahan Dotson again for the Commanders. And Chris Olave. There's another Sauce Gardner on the Chronicles. Sauce now is in the lead at 9 with Hutchinson. There's Isaiah Spiller on the clear. Ezukama on the clear for the Dolphins. And another black Prizm for the Lions. It's Jameson Williams. So congrats, Daryl, on the Lions. Between Hutchinson and this alone, that's a great break. There's JJ for Dwayne and the Texans. Justin Herbert, that's a nice photogenic. That'd be third year Herbert, right? Deshaun Watson, DK Metcalf. There's Tom Brady for the Patriots that time. A nice photogenic Joe Burrow. David Bell. Petre. There's a Brock Purdy for the 49ers. Congratulations to Brett. That's going to be the 7th Brock Purdy of the break. Purdy goes to 7. And we're at 33. There's Dameon Pierce. How about a nice James Cook for the Bills? Sky Moore. Thibodeau on the clear. Chris Olave on the Magnitude clear. And Tyler Algier on the Clear Vision for the Falcons. Desmond Ridder. Another Brock Purdy, the Chronicles base for the 49ers for Brett. And Purdy's going to go to 8 now and put us at 34 on the hit counter. Brian Robinson Jr. There's Kyler Murray. Russell Wilson. Bailey Zappi. Breece Hall. James Cook. Quay Walker. Romeo Doubs. And Nakobe Dean. There's a Cooper Kupp Magnitude for the Rams. James Cook on the Clear Vision. There's a Sauce Gardner on the Clear Momentum. So Sauce Gardner now is in the lead at 10. We're at 35. There's Tyreek Hill on the photogenic. Justin Fields. A.J. Brown on the photogenic. Baker Mayfield. Deron Bland rookie. Davis rookie. Stingley rookie. Jabu rookie. Rashad White. There's Walker. And another Walker. Quay Walker for the Packers. There's Drake London on the pink foil. Photogenic for the Falcons. And a Justin Herbert Magnitude for the Chargers. Dave, congratulations. We've done well on the sort of vet quarterbacks, that's for sure. There's Christian Watson on the Clear Vision. And another black Prizm, and it's Garrett Wilson for the Jets. So, Daryl, well done picking up the Jets in this break. Garrett Wilson on the black Prizm. And Wilson goes to 9. We're at 36. There's a George Pickens. There's a Hutchinson. Hutchinson goes double digits, tying Sauce up again. We're at 37. And that got a lot of people some leprechauns if it holds. There's Jameson Williams, Isaiah Pacheco. There's a Joe Burrow. Breece Hall. Damian Pierce. Zamir White. There's Jalen Hurts and Wan'Dale Robinson. Kenny Pickett. I'm sorry, Trevor Lawrence on the magnitude. Then Kenny Pickett on the clear vision. Tyquan Thornton for the Patriots. Taylor Heineke. Jonathan Taylor. Cordero Patterson. Baker Mayfield. There's Malik Willis. There's another Drake London. And another Drake London. How about a Malik Willis? Kenny Pickett. And here's another Sauce Gardner. So Sauce goes to 11. And as you guys can see, Hutchinson on Luminance is going to follow him. Hutchinson goes to 11 as well. We're at 39 right now. There's a Tom Brady bronze for the Buccaneers. Kyle. A Trey McBride clear rookies for the Cardinals. Sam Howell for the Commanders. Malik Willis on the legacy rookies. Derrick Henry. Lamar Jackson. CeeDee Lamb. Josh Allen. Tariq Woolen. Brian Robinson Jr. Kayvon Thibodeau. There's Kenneth Walker for the Seahawks. And there's Garrett Wilson. Goes to 10 for the Jets. That puts us at 40 on the hit counter. Treylon Burks. Damian Pierce on the bronze. Tariq Woolen on the clear. And we've got Kenneth Walker on the clear for the Seahawks. It's a very nice one for the Seahawks. There's Pacheco for the Chiefs. Chris Olave, Devontae Adams. There's Garrett Wilson for the Jets. Garrett Wilson now ties it up. We got a three-way tie at 11. I don't think that's going to stick, though. Patrick Mahomes, Prescott. There's Romeo Dobbs. There's a Tom Petty. Tom Petty. My brain just went to music. Tom Brady for the Buccaneers. Sorry about that. Brian Robinson Jr., Alec Pierce, Williams for the Cowboys. And it doesn't hold because we're going to get at least one more Brock Purdy. So Brock on the silver luminance for the 49ers. Brett. Brock is going to go to 9. I don't know if he can tie everyone else up. They're all at 11. He goes to 9. That puts us at 42. And we got Stevenson, CeeDee Lamb on the magnitude, and Sky Moore on the clear vision. And our last card is going to be one more for the hit counter for the Lions. It's a nice Aiden Hutchinson. So congratulations, Daryl. Some great spots with the Jets and the Lions. That is for sure. You knew what you were doing on this one. All right, guys. So bring out what I top loaded. I'll bring out a bunch of other rookies we could, depending on your take on them. But these are all those guys from the hit counter and a few more of our bigger rookies. All these guys, we're going to get all of them sleeved up for you. I just didn't sleeve them up on camera because I would still be in the first box if I was doing that. So we're going to let Max do that for us because he's fast. So that's a whole lot of stuff came out of there. And here's what I did top load. Aiden Hutchinson on the silver. Brock Purdy. Garrett Wilson on the black Prizm. Herbert on the magnitude. Brock Purdy. Herbert on the photogenic. Jameson Williams on the black Prizm. Black Purdy on the photogenic. Mahomes. Josh Allen on the photogenic. Mahomes on the photogenic. Hutchinson on the legacy rookies. Olave magnitude. Watson on the black. Joe Burrow. Brock Purdy. Trey McBride, Brock Purdy. Hutchinson on the clear, Brock Purdy, Jalen Hurts, Mahomes on the magnitude, and Trey McBride. Again, lots more of even those guys like Trey McBride that I could have sleeved up and top loaded as well. We'll get those taken care of. But let's take a look at that hit counter. First of all, I can take that off the screen. There we go. Let's take a look at that hit counter and see how you guys did. We ended up with a three-way tie for 11, so that makes it easy for a lot of people to win Leprechauns. The only one that didn't answer the call was Brock Purdy, although he came out 9 times, so that's not bad. If you would say you could get 9 Brock Purdy's rookies in a break, you probably wouldn't be too unhappy, hopefully. So that means Dwayne, Angel, Daryl, Rick, Brett, Jonathan, DS, Andrew, and Lou, you guys all managed to get Leprechauns. And then at 42, so 42, 41, 42, or 43, Lou, Brett, and that's it. Lou and Brett each got a Leprechaun. So the number is not quite as much, but a lot more Leprechauns were won that break. Oh, no, you are right. Hutchinson, I didn't do that last card on there. Oh, come on. Hutchinson did go to 12. So let me respeak then. Unfortunately, DS, you end up losing a Leprechaun without Gardner. The rest of you guys still had Hutchinson. And then Ed, Brett, and Lou, you guys got Leprechauns for the number. Sorry about that, guys. Thank you for the clarification. Yes, Hutch did break the tie. All right, so let me get that back up there. So congrats on those. Those Leprechauns are going to be running for you at the end of the evening. We do now turn our attention, and I am well ahead of schedule. Far enough ahead, though, that it doesn't make sense to sit and wait for 20 minutes. And I didn't plan live show stuff. I think what I got to start doing again is making sure I've got some packs and things nearby. So if we have gaps of times like this, we could do some packs or something. But for tonight, I'm going to roll through the break, and I will ask forgiveness for those that might be showing up a little bit later and may have missed most or all of the break. The recaps will be there, though, so hopefully everyone is able to watch. And if you're watching us on replay later, we hope you had a great day in whatever you were doing, and we wish you luck. And for those of you guys watching us live again, thank you for hanging out with us. I'm just going to slide some of my products for the next one over. So those are 2 boxes, guys. Again, we're now full for the rest of the evening. We had our Series 1 hobbies. We're going to do 2 of these guys. And then we're going to do 5 of those Hobby Blasters Prizm. And then we're going to do 5 of the Mega Boxes for Crusade. And that's going to wrap up our baseball breaks as well. I should have brought more mystery packs tonight. I was, quite frankly, packing a lot for orders of them. And time got away from me, and so I had to kind of run and get ready to start the show, and I just didn't grab enough to do more, but I should have some more on because you guys are here and live and captive and probably could have moved some packs, but that's okay. There's always next time, right? So let me take that schedule off. Let me get our list back up. And I switched to baseball here for break 987, our Series 1 hobbies. I can make that a little bit. There we go. All right. So thank you and good luck to Jim with the D-backs, Jason with the Bravos, the Orioles, Kevin, Dave with the Red Sox, the Cubbies, Danimals. Dan, I don't know if you're live with us right now, but good luck on the Cubbies. Roger on the White Sox, Jim on the Reds, Jim on the Guardians. Here is our silver pack, or the white pack now this year. I think everyone's still kind of calling it the silver pack, but it's the white pack. Here's our empty box. Let's go back to it. So Jim the Guardians, Andrew the Rockies, Jim the Tigers, Dwayne the Astros, Anthony the Royals, Angel with the Angels. I love it when Angel gets the Angels. It just feels right. Dave with the Dodgers, Angel with the Marlins, Jim the Brewers, Angel the Twins, Jim the Mets, Jesse the Yankees, Jason the A's, Matt the Phillies, Angel the Pirates, Andrew the Padres, Jim with the Giants, Phil with the Mariners, Angel the Rays, Scott the Rangers, Jim with the Blue Jays, and Carlos with the Nationals. So thank you guys for filling all those spots up. I will bring up the hit counter here in a second, but I'll also ask you guys. So I mentioned earlier, you saw. I think it was yesterday it happened. I was busy coaching a tournament all weekend, so I didn't keep up on too much of the headlines. But with the men's team beating the Canadian and the women's team beating the Canadian hockey teams, gold on both fronts. The first time since the Dream Team or the Miracle on Ice that the U.S. won gold. What's your guys' temperature on the Olympics right now? Is everyone still watching it, or have you guys kind of petered out? I'll admit, it was a very busy weekend for me, but I will admit I kind of petered out on the Olympics. I have not watched much of any since like Wednesday night last week. It's over. There it is. I'm out of touch with it. So what do you guys think of it? By the end of it, were you guys still actively watching it? And what what were your main interests that you were watching? Is there specific sports you guys like with the Winter Olympics? I've always been a big fan. I like the type of things like bobsled, luge, the alpine skiing and things like that, where they can show you like where they're at on the course and how they're doing time wise. So you can kind of like feel that momentum, like if they're getting fast or getting slower. I like that. I like those a lot, and I love bobsled. That's a great sport. I think those guys are nuts. Bobsled, luge, skeleton, all the folks who do that are nuts, but I absolutely respect and love them for it. So let me know if you care to. Let me know, what you thought about the Olympics this year and what you were mainly watching. And I'll go ahead and we'll also put on the hit counter as well, so you guys can start to make your predictions there. We're going with individual players once again. So 4 of the bigger name rookies we're hoping to pull a lot of in this one. Roman Anthony from the Red Sox. Jack Caglianone from the Royals. The Mizorowski from the Brewers. And Jonathan, nice prospect for the New York Mets. So you guys tell us which of those 4 rookies, is going to show up the most in this break. You watch the NASCAR races, that counts? Sure, it counts for you, right? It didn't just have to be Olympics, so that tells me your temperature on the Olympics as well. You're more interested in the racing than the Olympics, which is totally understandable. Some people just don't get into it as much. All right, so we've got Anthony Caglianone, Miz, and Jonah Tong. You guys tell us which of those 4 players is going to come up the most in this break, as well as what the total of all 4 together is going to be. If you get them right, you're going to earn a couple more leprechauns and a chance to win some free stuff. So good luck. And again, thank you guys for filling the spot. It is always a good sign when the first card is Bobby Witt Jr. So congrats, Anthony. We're on the board with a Bobby Witt Jr. for Kansas City. And Mookie Betts, not bad names to start. Jacob Young, what a great pitcher. Athletics team card. Carson Whisenhunt, rookie for the Giants. Tyler Freeman. Dallas Garcia. Dylan Beavers, rookie for Baltimore. There's another nice rookie, Colson Montgomery for the White Sox. Roger. Max Schumann. Max Fried. Shane Smith. And Bradley Rodriguez for the Padres. Brendan Donovan, Houston Astros team card. Will Warren. Jacob Melton, rookie for the Astros. Bo Naylor. Brian Wu. Jacob Marcy, rookie Gold Cup. Trevor Rogers. Christopher Sanchez. We've got James Wood on the big ticket player inserts for Washington. Congratulations to Carlos on the James Wood inserts. Ryan Ritter, rookie for the Rockies. And there's our first hit counter contestant. It is the Miz for the Brewers. Congratulations to Jim on the Brewer spots. You're on the board with at least one Jacob Mizorowski this break. And the Miz goes up on the hit counter. There's another Athletics team card. Brian Bello, O'Neill Cruz, Ramon Urias, Edmundo Sosa, Jack Perkins for the A's, Sean Murphy, Cody Freeman for the Texas Rangers, Angel Martinez, Chad Patrick for the Crew, Castellanos. They just released Castellanos, didn't they? The Phillies, they released him? I think so. Patrick Bailey, Kyle Backus, JT Ginn, Ryan McMahon, Matthew Boyd, Horowitz, Wilman Gonzalez for the White Sox, Lara for the Nationals, almost like Commanders, Will Benson, Casey Schmidt. There's a nice parallel of Ichiro. Congratulations to the Mariners spot. Phil will take a nice Ichiro parallel for sure. Sagano, Cal Manzardo, Ben Williamson, Warming Bernabeu for the Rockies, Tyler Stevenson, Tristan Peters for the Rays, Daniel Schumann. There's Cal Raleigh, Big Bopper, Troy Melton, rookie for Detroit, Davis Martin, Elias Diaz, and we got one turned around. It's probably going to be a foil, maybe a rainbow foil. Adam Frazier on the, it is the rainbow foil for the Royals. So congratulations, Anthony, Adam Frazier on the rainbow foil. So you started out with a Bobby Witt Jr. to start the break, and then we get a foil. Let's keep it going. It's Nathan Church for the Cardinals, Otto Kemp for the Phillies, Lewin Sosa, Stephen Kolek, Lazaro Estrada for the Blue Jays, Soriano, Joe Ryan, Kobe Mayo on the Future Stars for Baltimore. League leaders. You never forget we got league leaders. Schwarber, Ohtani, and Soto. We will randomize off the league leaders because there's 3 teams represented. Unless we get 3 of these cards, then we would just everyone get one. So I'm going to set that over right over here, and we will randomize that off in a minute. There's Yelich, Pasquantino, Mackenzie Gore, and Michael Wacha. There's Marcelo Meyer on the Future Stars. And here's another league leaders with Raleigh, Judge, and Pasquantino. Carlos Nevarez, Matt Strahm, Frankie Lindor, Roki Sasaki on the Future Stars. And we've got ERA leaders with Skeens, Yamamoto, and Sanchez. There's Yamamoto, Pedro Pajes. Detroit team card. Cam Schlittler rookie is a good one for the Yankees on the parallel. This was 1991 tops, right? On the parallel. Corey Seager, Alejandro Kirk, Zach Maxwell rookie, Jorge Soler, Bailey Ober, Blaze Alexander, DeGrom, Kyle Karros rookie for the Rockies, Perdomo, Spencer Schwellenbach on the Future Stars, and a home runs leader, Cal Raleigh, Aaron Judge, and Junior Caminero. There's Alex Bregman. Dodgers team card. There's probably a Shohei on there somewhere. Athletics team card. Acuna. Hunter Brown. CJ Kafis. Brenton Doyle. Evan Carter. Bob Seymour, rookie for the Rays. Cool Crushers. Harper and Schwarber. Yusei Kikuchi. Royce Lewis. On the profiles by Ken Griffey Jr., it's Pete Crow Armstrong. Congrats to the Cubs on that, Danimals. And Devin Williams for the Yanks. Astros team card. There's another Bobby Witt Jr., another Mookie Betts, Jacob Young, Nick Pivetta, Burgos rookie, Ezekiel Tovar, Dominic Canzone, McCutcheon, There's a nice Chase Burns rookie for the Reds. Congrats, Jim. And turned around is the Padres team card, and that's a rainbow foil as well for the Padres. So, Andrew, congratulations. Otto Lopez, Brady Singer, Logan Webb, Travis Adams rookie, Kyle Teal rookie for the White Sox. Happened to it. It's a very cool card for the Braves there. Reed Detmers, Will Vest, Nico Horner, Joey Bart, Dylan Smith rookie for Detroit. Greatest hits, Cal Raleigh on the parallel. That's a cool one for the Mariners. Phil, congratulations. No numbered cards yet. We still got our hit as well to come out of this box. Ryan Pepio, Yoshida, Brandon Marsh, Didier Fuentes, rookie for the Braves. We got Parker Messick for the Guardians. Jacob Lopez, Carlos Rodon, Profar, Ben Rice. Colby Thomas, rookie for the A's. And here's our first numbered card. It is going to be for the Red Sox. Cedene Rafaela, and that's going to be out of 2026. So, Dave, congrats. The years where it goes up, 543 out of 2026 on the Cedene Rafaela for the Red Sox. Dave, congrats. And for Baltimore, we got the camo Dylan Beavers rookie out of 25. 12 out of 25 on the camo Dylan Beavers for the Orioles. Kevin, congratulations. What a cool hit. So I just said we haven't got any number cards, and boom, we get 2 in a row. How cool is that one? 12 out of 25. Congratulations for the Orioles spot on that one, Kevin. There's McKinstry, Jose Altuve. Clayton Kershaw is going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer for sure. Sonny Gray. The Red Sox, there's Aaron Judge. Kerry Carpenter, Josh Lau. Sean Manaea, Future Stars, Hayden Birdsong. The Royals, another team card with Bobby Witt on there. And there's a Paul Skeens insert. We'll take that for the Pirates. Congratulations, Angel. Nice looking Paul Skeens on the 91 Topps remake. There's PCA for the Cubbies. Rafi Devers, Bubich, Eric Lauer, Peyton Toll, rookie for the Red Sox. There's an Ellie De La Cruz for the Reds. Mauricio Dubon, Dalton Varsho. Jimmy Crooks for the Cardinals. Barrios, Will Banfield for the Reds. Pavin Smith. Pearson O for the Twins. Gavin Williams, Logan Gilbert. Alex Freeland, rookie for the Dodgers. There's Cy Young winner, Tarek Skubal for the Tigers. Hernandez, Cabrera. There's the Brewers team card. And let's see if, without looking too hard, can we see a Mizorowski on there? I don't think you can make him out clear enough. He might be one of these two guys over here, but can't make him out clear enough to count that. Cesar Prieto, Tatis, Brandon Walter. Look at this all Topps team insert of Bobby Witt Jr. So the Royals. Anthony, congrats. I do like this insert a lot, and I like it as a Bobby Witt Jr. insert a lot for the Royals. CJ Abrams, A's team card, O'Neill. Rodriguez rookie again. There's Brandon Donovan, Stanton. Fernandez rookie for the Rockies. Vargas, Volpe. Cole Young rookie for the Mariners. Mason Miller. Vladdy Sr. for the Expos, aka the Nationals, Carlos. Byron Buxton. JT Ginn. McMahon. And the only guy on our hit counter who wants to play with us, Mizorowski, number 2 for the Brewers. Congratulations, Jim. That is our second Jacob Mizorowski, and only our second entrant on the hit counter. The Miz at 2, everyone else taking a siesta. There's Brian Bello, Clay Holmes, Kumar Rocker, Bronx Buddies, Grant Holmes, and we got our patch. It's a bat relic, game-used bat relic from Jose Altuve. Dwayne, there you go. Congratulations on a Jose Altuve game-used bat relic. Congratulations. Very cool insert there on the 91 Topps relic card. Jose Altuve. Game used. Sweet. There's the Nationals team card. Stevenson. Patrick Bailey. Kyle Backus rookie. There's Bryce Terang. He's going to have a good year for the Brewers. I can feel it. Luke Keyshaw on the Gold Cup. Here's our average leaders with Judge, Bichette, and Wilson. Jeffrey Springs, Contreras, Nolan McLean, wrong pitcher for the Mets, but that's still all right. Michael Harris, Ronald Acuna Jr. on the big ticket players for the Braves. Congrats, Jason. And Matt Shaw on a Gold Cup for the Cubbies. Travis Adams for the Twins. Manzardo, Williamson. Warming Bernabel. Max Muncy. Victor Scott, Texas team card. Garrett Crochet, Bryce Miller, Luis Morales rookie, Kyle Freeland, Trevor McGill looking fierce, Brandon Marsh, Didier Fuentes, Brady Singer, Logan Webb, Drew Rasmussen, Tristan English rookie for the Diamondbacks, Corbin Carroll for the Diamondbacks, there's Willie Adames for the Giants, Brandon Garcia for the Diamondbacks, Goodman, Corbin Carroll on the 91 Topps for the Diamondbacks, Jim. And there is Rafaela for the Red Sox. So I'm going to save both of our silver packs for the end. But we are one box in of our 2 hobby box break. Let me get the hit counter up. And that's where we stand. Jacob Mizorowski, the only of those rookies who have come to play. I would think that should change in the second box, but I don't know. But right now, you guys have to make the decision. How are we going to end up on the hit counter? Is anyone else going to join Mizorowski? There is our pack. Or is he going to just run away with it? And then you also got to decide what that total is going to be. We only got to 2 halfway through, so we'll see what we can get out of this box. There's an empty box. So you guys have to make the decision while I rip into box 2 here, which guy is going to end up showing up the most, if anyone besides Miz is going to show up for that matter, and what the total of all 4 together is going to be. We did get a nice game-used bat relic of Altuve, a couple Mizorowskis, a nice Paul Skeens insert there, some nice stuff. I definitely think box 2 we could get a little more excitement out of box 2, see what we get in there. What do you guys think now? We've all had about 2 weeks to get our hands on Series 1. What do you guys think of the new design for Series 1? I kind of like it. I wasn't a fan of last year's Topps at all. I felt it was kind of boring. I kind of liked 2024, but it was hard to keep them, hard to get gradable cards because of the black borders. I really like this kind of makeup on there. I know the hit counter's on this. You guys can't see it, but I like it. I like the team logo. Looks great. You can read the names. Good photographs in there. It just feels like a good card. So I'm a fan this year. Curious what you guys think about Topps this year and how you feel like it compares to the other ones. I don't know if anyone has ripped Stadium Club yet. We're going to be breaking Stadium Club also in the next few weeks. Stadium Club is beautiful, as always. But from a breaking standpoint, we're going to struggle to read the names. The names are super small in Stadium Club, and the refractor makes them really tough to read. But the pictures in the cards, of course, are amazing. All right, so Yeah, you should have 91. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. All right, so lock in those hit counter predictions, guys. I'm going to have Max give you about 20 more seconds, and then we will close up the hit counter. So here we go. Good luck. So first half of box 2, we've got Logan Gilbert getting us started. There's Freeland rookie for the Dodgers, Devers, Fernandez for the Rockies, Vargas, Pavetta, Burgos for the Diamondbacks, Pasquantino, Mackenzie Gore, Prieto. Greatest hits, Michael Busch. This guy last year in the playoffs absolutely clobbered the ball for the Cubbies. So congratulations to Danimals. Nice insert there. And then we got a Cubs team card, Baseball BFFs. Stephen Kolek, Estrada rookie. Gavin Williams, Kumar Rocker for Texas. Bronx Buddies. Holmes, Stanton. Pedro Paez. Detroit Tigers team card, Yelich. We've got 1 out of 150 here. Ronald Acuna Jr. for the Braves on the blue foil to 150. Jason, congratulations. What a cool Ronald Acuna Jr. card. He's got his leg protected in a million. Look at all that gear he's got on. Hand guard, wrist guard, elbow guard, knee guard, shin guard. He's starting to get injured a lot. He's got to take care of himself, I guess. Congratulations, Jason. That is a nice Ronald Acuna Jr. 143 out of 150 on the blue. There's a Roman Anthony. Someone else does show up on the hit counter. Congratulations to Dave for the Red Sox. We've been hoping to get some other guys to wake up on the hit counter. So Roman Anthony goes to 1, and we're at 3 now. Big jump on the hit counter. There's Navarez, Matt Strahm, Otto Kemp, Lennon Sosa. Here's our average leader with Judge, Bichette, and Wilson. So that's 2 of 3. If we get a third one of these, then everyone will get one. If not, they're going to be randomized off. Jeffrey Springs, Holmes. There's our home run leaders. That's our second of this card with Raleigh, Judge, and Caminero. Bregman, Yamamoto. There's Jacob Melton on the 91 rookie throwback there. Frankie Alvarez, Bailey Ober, Marcelo Meyer, and the RBI leaders, Raleigh, Judge, and Pasquantino. That's the second one of that one. Cal Manzardo. Rangers, Crochet, Bryce Terang, Keyshaw in the Gold Cup. Kikuchi, Royce Lewis, Schwellenbach. There's Jacob Wilson on the Gold Cup for the A's. Kirk, Maxwell rookie for the Reds, Soler. English rookie for the Diamondbacks, there's Corbin Carroll. Max Muncy, Victor Scotts, McCutcheon. There's another nice Chase Burns for the Reds. Crushers in Philly. We got a first pitch, Calvin Sampson. Long time, some would even say legendary college coach on the first pitch parallel, Calvin Sampson for the Astros. So Dwayne, right now the Astros picking it up. Brady House, nice rookie for Washington. Tyler Stevenson, Patrick Bailey. Kyle Backus for the Diamondbacks. JT Ginn, Kobe Mayo, future stars. And home run leaders with Schwarber, Ohtani, and Soto. That's our second of that card. Scuball, Enriquez, Joey Bart, Dylan Smith rookie. Davis Martin. Spencer Strider, Travis Adams. Ben Williamson, Warming Bernabel. Rookie Sasaki on the future stars. And here's our second ERA leaders with Skeens, Yamamoto, and Sanchez. So we need one more of those to get everybody one. Soriano, Joe Ryden, Ben Rice, Colby Thomas, rookie for the A's. Nico Horner. For the Reds, we got Chase Burns on the big ticket players rookie card. Congratulations. That's a couple of Chase Burns there for us, including the nice parallel. Jim, congrats. And we got Turner, Horner, and Freeman on the average leaders for the NL. Marsh, Fuentes rookie. Brady Singer, Logan Webb. Jacob deGrom, Kyle Karros rookie. Perdomo, Frankie Lindor. Birdsong Future Stars. Royals team card. Profile. Augustine Ramirez on the Gold Cup. There's Clayton again. Sonny Gray, Red Sox team card. Anthony's in there somewhere, but I wouldn't say I could pick him out. So Yoshida, Carter, Bob Seymour rookie, Alexander, Barrios, Pavin Smith, Manea. And here's our third Mizorowski for the Crew. Congratulations to Jim. The 1991 rookie version of Jacob Miz. And that's going to put him at 3 and the total at 4. There is Caleb Durbin, now a member of the Red Sox. Chris Bubich, Lauer, Peyton Toll rookie. We got the bat of Altuve earlier. Tovar, Dominic Canzone, CJ Kafis rookie. Bretton Doyle, Tatis, Brandon Walter. The Brewers, Chad Patrick is going to be turned around. It's probably going to be a foil. It is. Rainbow foil of Chad Patrick for the Brewers. So, Jim, a couple of Mizorowskis, nice foil. Putting it together for the Brewers for you. And then Zach Neto for the Angels. So this is second half of second box. The hit counter is closed. We sit at 4. Going with individuals on this was maybe a little more risky than it should have been. I thought with 2 boxes, we'd still see at least 1 or 2 of those guys. Because like as we saw with Mizorowski, there's still parallels of each of those players. So I thought we'd do a little better than that. But we're sitting at 4 with half a box left. There's still time for good things to happen. The Miz has 3, and Anthony has 1. We've not seen Caglianone yet, nor have we seen Jonah Tong yet for the Mets. But again, there's still time here. We got half a pack, and sometimes they save them for those silver packs. So we may not see a Caglianone until we see a numbered mojo in the silver pack. I don't know if Anthony would mind that too much if that's the way it played out with Caglianone. All right, there's our last pack of the box. So here we go. Logan Webb for the Giants. Manzardo, Travis Adams rookie. Ben Williamson, Keibert Ruiz. Cam Devaney for the Pirates rookie. There's Cam Schlittler for the Yanks. Benintendi, Yu Darvish. And Gab Moreno is going to be the gold out of 2026 for the Arizona Diamondbacks. So, Jim, congratulations. That is 15-17 out of 2026. So I managed to run exactly out of sleeves and top loaders at the same time. How about that? We're going to get ourselves some sleeves. We're going to get ourselves some top loaders. And we're off again. So Gab Moreno, 15-17 out of 2026 on the gold border. Congratulations to the Diamondbacks, Jim. There's a nice Shota in the holiday version. That's going to make for a good snowball coming out there. He's already got a kind of big belt sticking out. Jeremiah Jackson for the Orioles. Yoshida, Brandon Marsh, Fuentes rookie, Brady Singer, Barger. There's Jonah Tong. Congratulations for the Mets spot on a Jonah Tong. Jim, congrats. And Jonah goes on the hit counter, and we go to 5. There's a nice Paul Skeens for the Pirates. Jonathan India. And boom, patch, Reds. Jim, congratulations to Joey Votto. Game used memorabilia. That's some white there. Looks like it material from the pants. Joey Votto on the game used memorabilia. Congratulations to Jim on the red spot. There's Luke Raley. Kershaw again. Sonny Gray. Red Sox team card. Garcia. Dylan Beavers, we got the camo out of him to 25 earlier. There's Vladdy Jr. for Toronto. Abreu. Dodgers duo. That's our first set. Well, I guess we had the sightings with Ohtani in the leaders packs, but there's our first one with Ohtani in it. Dean Kramer, Wheeler. Byron Buxton on the greatest hits. Ben Lively, Bubich, Lauer. Peyton Toll, rookie. Altuve, Bo Naylor. Brian Wu. Wisenhunt, rookie. Freeman, Butler, Brett Beatty. Dylan Cruz on the future stars. And Cortez for the A's. Gavin Williams, Gilbert, Alex Freeland, rookie. Rafi Devers, Sean Murphy. Will Warren, Jacob Melton, rookie for Houston. John Duran, Christian Campbell, future stars. And RBI leaders, Schwarber, Alonso, Soto. That's at least our second, if not third of that one. Here's a nice rookie for the Angels, Christian Moore. Congratulations, Angel, on your Angel spots. The Christian Moore 91 Topps rookie. There's Tommy Edman, Jacob Young, A's team card. Hunter Brown, Acuna, Helio Ramos. There's a Shohei for the Dodgers. Congrats, Dave. Javi Baez, Rasmussen, Volpe, Cole Young for Seattle. Mason Miller, Austin Wells for the Yankees. Brendan Donovan, Astros team card. There's Bobby Witt Jr. Mookie Betts, Xander Bogaerts, Jake Fraley. Joe Rock on the rookie. Contreras. McLean again for the Mets on the rookie. Michael Harris. Jose Ramirez on the 91 for the Guardians. Jim. Austin Riley. A's. Bello. Cruz. Rodriguez rookie. We've seen some of these guys before. Colton Cowser. Luzardo. Bryce Matthews is a good rookie for Houston. Palencia. Bryce Miller. Luis Morales. Kyle Freeland. Owen Cassidy is a nice rookie for the Cubbies. Danimals. JT Ginn, McMahon, and another Mizorowski. So when we put these guys up and said we're going to run some hobby boxes and we want some of the rookies to show up, apparently Mizorowski understood what that meant. Congratulations for another Mizorowski. And the Miz goes to 4, and we're at 6. It looks like the Miz is going to run away with this one. Nick Kurtz on a Gold Cup for the A's. David Peterson, Chandler Simpson, future stars. Stalin Smiles. And that one is a clear Roman Anthony, so we're going to count that one on there. Roman Anthony goes to 2 on the hit counter. We're up to 7. Willie Adames. Garcia. Hunter Goodman. You got Vladdy Guerrero Jr. on the big ticket players. Josh Young. Bernabel for the Rockies. Stevenson. Patrick Bailey. Kyle Backus. There's Jackson Holiday. Quinn Priester for the Brewers. Adam Frazier. Padres team card. Carson Seymour rookie. Matt McLean. We do have what probably will be one more rainbow foil here of Jacob Marcy. Rookie Gold Cup for the Marlins. Congrats, Angel. And then we've got Jordan Beck for the Rockies, bringing us home. We do have our 2 Mojos, and then we also have our league leader cards that we're going to have to randomize off. So let's go to our silver packs. You guys can see where we're at on the hit counter, by the way. We're at 7 with the Miz out in a good lead. Probably unlikely that he loses this lead, but if 2 Anthony's come out of here, that could change that. There's only 4 cards for each of these silver packs, though. Mark McGuire is our first one. And I got the hit counter up, so you can't see that, can you? There we go. Mark McGuire on the Mojo. And you got Barry Larkin for the Reds. Congratulations to Jim. Hey, I called it. It's not numbered, but I called it that Caglianone would come out late in the Mojos. So congratulations to Anthony. That's going to update the hit counter. A rookie, Jack Caglianone. Didn't want to play ball in the boxes, but he comes out in the silver pack. So Cagli goes to 1, and we're at 8 all of a sudden. And we got Ronald Acuna Jr. on the Mojo. So nice pack of our silver Mojos there. There's the Acuna. And you got one of these Home of the Hobby cards. And last 4 cards of the break. Well, 5 if you count the Home of the Hobby card. We got Bo Jackson for the Royals. Congrats to Anthony. Pedro Martinez for the Red Sox. Dave. Kyle Teal for the White Sox. Congratulations to Roger. Kyle Teal rookie Mojo for the White Sox. And our last one is a Gold Cup Jacob Wilson for the A's. Congratulations, Jason. Okay. So let's address the RBI leaders cards, because unfortunately we didn't get 3 of any one of them. We got a lot of them where it's 2. And so what we're going to do on this is we're going to go to our friendly leprechauns, and they're going to decide for you guys who gets these things. So what we got to do is clear the list, and we're going to go left, middle, and right. All right. So, for example, if it were in the left won the race, it would be the Phillies, Kyle Schwarber. If it were the middle that won the race, it would be the Mets, Pete Alonso. Or in this case, if it were on the right, it'd be the Mets. So the Mets have a 2 out of 3 shot on this one of getting it. If there's 2 of any card, it'll go to the first and second place. So let's say first place is right, second place is middle. So it would go Mets, Mets, right? Or right and left would be Mets, Phillies. So that's how we're going to do the randomization. We got a list up there. We're gonna go 18 seconds. Here we go. It's gonna be left and then middle. All right, so leprechauns get a stretch out there. It is going to be the left and then the middle. So that means Kyle Schwarber, the Phillies, Trey Turner, the Phillies, Paul Skeens, and if there's a second one, it goes to the middle one, Paul Skeens. So this one goes to Ohtani, the Dodgers, Raleigh, Cal Raleigh, Aaron Judge. This one's going to go to Bo Bichette. This one's going to go to Aaron Judge. That one will go to the Dodgers. That one, there might have been a third one there, would go to the Royals. So that's how it would work. The left one, that second card of it will go to the middle, and if there's a third one, everyone will get one. So congrats on that. From a recap perspective, we got Pedro, Bo Jackson, Barry Larkin, Mark McGuire on some mojos. We got a Jacob Wilson Gold Cup. Kyle Teal Gold, Rookie Mojo. Ronald Acuna Jr. on the mojo. We did get a Caglianone on the mojo. Marcy's Silver Rookie Gold Cup. Mizorowski. Christian Moore. Joey Votto on the game used memorabilia. Jonah Tong. Gab Moreno to 2026. Chad Patrick on the rainbow foil. Mizorowski on the 91. Chase Burns, big ticket players. Calvin Sampson, first pitch. Roman Anthony. Ronald Acuna Jr. to 150. Michael Bush, greatest hits. Altuve on the game used bats. Mizorowski. Bobby Witt Jr. all tops team. Paul Skeens insert. The Dylan Beavers to 25. Rafaela to 2026. Cal Raleigh, greatest hits. Padres, rainbow foil. Cam Schlittler on the 91. Adam Frazier on the rainbow foil. Ichiro on the 91. And Mizorowski. So the Brewers and Mizorowski answered the call. And if we take that to see how you guys did on the hit counter, by the way. We go back, and I bring our hit counter back up. And so we ended up with the Miz winning with 4 and 8 for a total. So Lou, Ed, Lotem, Andrew, Leo, and Angel all managed to grab leprechauns. Congratulations on the Miz. And 7, 8, or 9 won leprechauns. So Jesse, Dwayne, and Dave all managed to grab leprechauns. Continuing our big run of leprechauns here tonight. Congratulations. And thanks for playing along. As we go back to our schedule, we now move to our 4th break of the evening, which is our Panini Prizm Red Hobbies. I continue to be well ahead of schedule. As of late, I've gotten a little faster, I think, and I've also been a little too conservative in scheduling my time. So I've got to, 1, I think I got to schedule them a little bit tighter moving forward. And 2, I got to make sure I've got some singles and packs that we can spend some time in. But we're going to continue to go ahead and go forward. We've got 2 more breaks left. We've got our Panini Prizm Red Hobby Blaster boxes, 5 of them. And then we've got 5 mega boxes of Crusade. So we get that guy off. Let me get our team list up. Switch to Prizm. There we go, break 987, our Prizm break for the evening. I'll go ahead and just do 1 box at a time. You guys will have through the 3rd box on the hit counter to get predictions locked in. We'll talk about the hit counter in just a second. But thank you and good luck, Dave, on the Diamondbacks and Braves. Matt on the Orioles. Roger on the Red Sox. Roboys on the Cubbies. Shamdog on the White Sox. Angel, there's an empty box, on the Reds. Jim on the Guardians. Jim on the Rockies. Matt on the Tigers. Matt C on the Astros. Dave on the Royals. R. Sparks on the Angels. Jason the Dodgers. Kyle the Marlins. JJT the Brewers. Kyle the Twins. Shamdog the Mets. Angel the Yankees and A's. Andrew the Phillies. Angel the Pirates. Matt the Padres. Andrew the Giants. Angel the Mariners. Jim the Cardinals. Angel the Rays. Shamdog the Rangers. Jim the Blue Jays. And Roger with the Nationals. Guys, thank you again so much for grabbing all those spots. We appreciate you. Good luck on each and every one of them. Let's talk about the hit counter. We're going back to teams. So hopefully we get that number a little higher, a little more exciting. We've got Pirates. Paul Skeens rookie cards. Let's get 1 or 2 or 10. A Brewer. The Miz is in here. Churio is in here, etc., etc. A Cubby. Matt Shaw, Owen Cassie, etc., etc. Or a Cardinal. Mason Wynn and some other folks in here. NL Central folks as well. Which of these 4 teams is going to get the most cards in this 5-box break? And what's the total number of all 4 teams together going to be? You guys get that prediction in there. If you get the team correct, you'll get a leprechaun. If you get the total of all 4 teams added together correct, within one in either direction, you'll get a leprechaun as well. So get those predictions in. You'll have ample time to update them. But here we go. Padres first on the board with a Tony Gwynn. Congratulations to Matt. And right away we get a silver of Chipper Jones for the Braves. Dave. One of our red exclusive cracked ice. It is Adam Wainwright for the Cardinals. And that's our first on the hit counter for the Cardinals. Adam Wainwright on the cracked ice. Gary Sheffield, Sammy Stafura, Jordan Westberg, rookie. We got Thomas White on the silver for Miami. Congrats, Kyle. And Washington is going to get a green prism of Elijah Green. A green for the Nationals. Roger, congrats. These are retail exclusives, so they're not numbered. Big Cat, Andre Dawson. Grady Sizemore, Alex Clemmy. You got Jim Rice on the silver. And Bryce Matthews for Houston on the red cracked ice. So congratulations to Matt C. on Houston. Pirate Brewer Cub. Did I miss any? No, I don't think so. Good. Woo. Tom Seaver for the Mets. Kyle Manzardo rookie. Eddie Murray. Drew Gilbert on the fireworks for the Mets. Congratulations to the Mets spot Shamdog. Drew Gilbert on the fireworks. I do like the fireworks cards a lot. Grant Taylor on the cracked ice for the White Sox. The Shamdog, congrats again. There's a junior common era rookie for Tampa Bay. Angel, there we go. Congratulations. Those are the type of rookies we want to hit. Junior, the Jacksons, and Paul Skeens. There's Justin Crawford, Robbie Snellen, Carson Wisenhunt. And this one should be numbered. It's a red Pulsar. Tom Seaver for the Mets, and it is. It is 205 out of 399. So congratulations, Shamdog again. Tom Seaver out of 399 on the red Pulsar. Bryce Eldridge. Hey, my girl Olivia. I forgot she's in the checklist. So we're going to have to randomize that one off because we did not sell any NIL spot or anything like that. Tim Salmon. Eddie Matthews on the silver. Dennis said, guys, we got an autograph. Hang on. We got an autograph. There's Jim Rice. Dennis Eckersley on the cracked ice for the A's. Angel, there you go. And we have an autograph coming up, guys. It is going to be for the Braves. Dave, Owen Murphy on the sensational signatures. Green Prizm. And it is not numbered. But what a cool autograph. Owen Murphy. There we go, guys. 1 out of 1. Can we get an autograph out of all 5? I doubt it. But, man, that would be sweet. Owen Murphy, first box. We get an auto on the Green Prizm auto. And let's see if we can do that 5 times. I am going to go ahead and just do box by box because I need to slow myself down a little bit because I was a half hour ahead of schedule. So bear with me on this. We'll have a little fun. Pop in the chat and let me know what's going on. Let me know what your favorite card of tonight's breaks has been so far. There's Jim Leland. A silver of Jordan Lawler for the Diamondbacks. That's it. I'm not the biggest Jordan Lawler fan, but a silver Prizm rookie. We'll have to load that up. Any Diamondback fans out there? Tell me wrong. Like what's Jordan Lawler's story? Is he going to be good? Joe Mauer on the red cracked ice for the Twins. Papelbon and Andrew Walters. We got Dylan Head from Miami and Josu DePaula on the fireworks for the Dodgers. So congratulations to Jason on the Dodgers spot. We're getting another numbered card for Houston, Craig Biggio. So Matt Houston doing well as well. Craig Biggio, 170 out of 399. 170 out of 399 on the red Pulsar. Craig Biggio, Hall of Famer, I think. Miles Naylor and Greg Maddux, surefire Hall of Famer there. George Brett for the Royals. Prismatic Dylan Cruz for the Nationals. Roger, congratulations. What's up, Jason? You know what? I have not. Pirates, Brewers, Cubs. I got to go back here, guys. I don't think I've been. I have not been addressing the hit counter at all. Let's see. Pirates, Brewers, Cubs. There hadn't been too many of them, but I feel like I had to have missed one. That's the Milwaukee Braves. So that one doesn't count. Grant Taylor is the White Sox. Max, do I have any Pirates, Brewers, or Cubs over there that I missed? Okay. Wow. Okay. I haven't missed any yet. I would have swore I did at this point, but I have not. Yumin Lin for Arizona on the cracked ice. There's a Pirates. Jun-Suk Kim. So the Pirates get one on the hit counter. And Chuck Knobloch for the Twins. About to say something. Yeah, we haven't gotten much. There's Gary Carter. Richie Ashburn for Philadelphia on the silver. Chase Hampton for the Yankees on the red cracked ice. Ben Rice, rookie for the Yankees. And there's an Ellie De La Cruz for the Reds. Spencer Jones for the Yankees. Yankees doing all right. Aiden Miller on the silver for Philadelphia. And there's a Brewer, and that's a good one. How about a green Prizm refractor, Jackson Chourio? So JJT, congratulations. Jackson Chourio on the green Prizm. And that's going to put the Brewers up to 1 on the hit counter. There's a Cub as well, Fergie Jenkins. So we are now all accounted for. Each team has got 1 on the hit counter. And Ty Floyd for Cincinnati. And this is the last pack of our second of 5 boxes. There's Alex Rodriguez for the Yankees. I'll get that a little closer. Sorry about that, guys. Mark Burley for the White Sox on the silver. Rhett Lauder on the cracked ice for the Reds. Vladdy Sr. for the Angels. Sparks. And there is a Jacob Mizorowski. Now, for this Prizm set, he did not get a Rookie Shield designation. He was just a prospect in this one. But congratulations, JJT. There's a second Brewer. And the Brewers now take a lead 2-1 to 1 to 1 as we get into our third box. After this third box, you guys will need to lock in any hit counter predictions. But the Brewers got up to 2, so that box did a little bit better than the first one in terms of teams on the hit counter. Brewers got to 2, and then the other ones are at 1. And let's see what box 3 can do for us. Ichiro. There's a Cubby, and it's a Pete Crow Armstrong rookie fireworks. Congratulations to the Row Boys. Get you a little something on a Pete Crow Armstrong. And the Cubs go to 2. St. Louis is going to get another one with an Albert Pujols cracked ice. Congrats to the Cardinals. Spot on that one, Jim. They're at 2. And we got Philadelphia, Richie Ashburn, and Seattle, Edgar Martinez. Chase Petty for the Reds. Rainy Mauricio for the Mets on a rookie silver. And Caminero is going to be numbered a blue pulsar for the Rays. Angel, congrats again. It is 28 out of 75, Angel. 28 out of 75. Congratulations, my friend. 28 out of 75 on the Junior Caminero blue pulsar. There we go. Congrats, Angel. Yoshida and Jackie Robinson for the Dodgers. Tommy Glavine. Ty Floyd on the silver for the Reds. A Ken Griffey Jr. cracked ice for Seattle. Congratulations, Angel. Not much else for Seattle, but you did get an Ichiro and a Ken Griffey Jr. cracked ice. We'll take that. Then Canseco for the A's and Brock Brandenburg for Miami. Frankie Alvarez for the Mets. Mike Schmidt for the Phillies on a silver. And for the Brewers, it's Ryan Braun on a cracked ice. So the Brewers now regain the lead again on the hit counter. They go to 3. Keyshaw for the Twins and Ruben Sierra for Texas. Jake Galoff for the Dodgers. Prismatic, Tampa Bay, Braden Taylor. So Angel, a couple really nice Camarones, and now a Braden Taylor Prismatic for you. Not too bad. For the Phillies, we got a green prism of Andrew Painter. So congrats to Andrew T on the Andrew Painter. Here's Gavin Williams and Owen White. And last pack of box 3. It's going to be time to finalize your hit counter predictions. We got Max Anderson for Detroit. Leo DeVry on the hype for San Diego. Nolan Shanuel, rookie cracked ice for the Angels. Congratulations to Sparks. Trey Morgan for Tampa and Adam Dunn for Cincinnati. All right, so it's time for you guys to lock in your predictions on the hit counter now. We have 3 of the 5 boxes in, so we're at the halfway point. Well, the 60% point, but halfway for you guys in the game. And you got to figure out which team, or one of the teams going to upend the Brewers, or are they going to hold on? And then what's the total number going to be of all 4 of the teams together? I'll give you guys a couple of seconds. I'll do this box. I'll do the whole box of packs just to give you some time to think about that and get your predictions in. Again, if you get the team correct, you get a leprechaun who's going to run in your favor for some free stuff. If we have a tie, then any team that's involved in that tie wins the leprechaun. So all you got to do is at least pick a team and you got a shot. And then tell us the total number as well of what all 4 teams combined are going to get. So through 3 of the 5 boxes, 60% of the way we got to 8. That would lend us to think we might end up somewhere around 12 or 13. But who knows? Maybe we get hot and we get up to 20. Or maybe we go cold and we don't get any. Let's hope that doesn't happen. I said that out loud so that I would jinx myself, and that wouldn't happen. But here we go. Lock them in. Max, when you get a set, close the hit counter. We got Will the Thrill Clark for the Giants. Here's a nice James Wood hype for Washington. So, Roger, congratulations. James Wood on the hype. A cracked ice for the Yankees of Spencer Jones. Bobby Richardson for New York. There's Mike Bovey. That is Milwaukee. So the Brewers go to 4, and we're at 9. Nolan Ryan for Texas. And Ryan Clifford for the Mets on a prismatic. So the Mets as well have had a pretty good break. Shamdog, congrats. Robin Ventura for the White Sox on the green prism. Shamdog, again, congratulations. The Mets and White Sox are tied in with each other on this one. There's Joe Girardi. Riley Fingers, Mac Horvath for Baltimore. Yuri Perez from Miami on the silver. And for the Cardinals, David Freese on the cracked ice. So the Cardinals go to 3. We're at 10. And then there's Jonah Tong. We could barely get him in last break. There he shows up for the Mets. Shemdog, congrats. It's a nice one of Jonah Tong. St. Louis, the Wizard, Ozzie Smith. Cardinals tie the Brewers 4-4. And look at that. St. Louis on a run. Here's Yadi Molina. Cardinals go to 5 now. We're at 12. Cardinals in the lead. Heston Kjerstad on a rookie silver for Baltimore. Congratulations to Matt on the Baltimore spots. St. Louis, Mason Wynn, rookie auto. And the red cracked ice. Congratulations, Jim. The Cardinals are hot right now. And the Cardinals go to 6. They've just blown everyone out in this second half. There's Bob Feller for Cleveland with that old leg kick. Gonzalez for Minnesota. Wade Boggs. For the White Sox, we got a silver of Noah Schultz. And the Dodgers, Eric Gagne is going to be numbered 181 out of 399 on the red Pulsar. 181 out of 399 on the Eric Gagne for the Dodgers. Jason, congrats. There's Shanwell again, rookie card. Ryan Howard for Philly. Emmett Sheehan for the Dodgers. Fireworks, Kyle Manzardo for Cleveland on the rookie card. Congratulations to the Guardian spot, Jim. Gary Carter for the Mets on the cracked ice. Albert Pujols, St. Louis. St. Louis all of a sudden with, 4 or 5 unanswered cards? And look at that, Chase Davis for St. Louis. Wow. They have now doubled up everybody else. As we go into the last box, take a look at the hit counter and how drastic that has changed in just one box. When we started box 4, the Brewers were in the lead 4-3 on the Cardinals. After box 4, the Cardinals are in the lead 8-4 on the Brewers. And it's going to be a tough go for anyone to upend the Cardinals. We're at 18, which has got a lot of people in decent shape for a Leprechaun. We'll see if it holds. There's Rafael Palmeiro. Pittsburgh, Mitch Jebb on the silver. So that is, sadly for the Pirate spot, Angel, sadly just our second Pirate so far. But that's a nice silver Mitch Jebb. And Galarraga for the Rockies is going to be the 399. Try again. 18 out of 399 on the red Pulsar for the Colorado Rockies spot. Jim, congratulations. Galarraga on the red Pulsar, numbered. Randy Johnson and Grady Sizemore. It's Galarraga. Mizorowski on a silver for the Brewers. So congratulations for the Brewers spot, JJT. And the Brewers are going to try to answer the Cardinals. The Brewers go to 5. We're at 17. Miami, we're going to get another numbered card here. Thomas White on the red Pulsar. 2 out of 399. We almost had a bookend break there. 2 out of 399 for the Marlins. Kyle. There's Mick Abel and Matt Shaw for the Cubbies. So the Cubs go to 3. And we're at 18. Roger's the only one left that guessed high enough for the hit counter to work for him. This is a troubled hit counter right now, guys. There's Bartolo Colon, big tasty. Chase DeLauder for the Guardians on the silver. Enrique Bradfield Jr. for Baltimore on the cracked ice for Matt. Randy Mauricio for the Mets, and David Wright for the Mets. Torrey Hunter for the Twins. There's a Jackson Merrill, not quite the name he was this time last year, but still one of the rookies we were hoping to get a little bit of. So Matt, congrats on the Matt Shaw or the Jackson Merrill top tier for the Padres. Then the cracked ice of Bob Feller for Cleveland. Jim. Nick Lofton, rookie for the Royals. And there's Eric Gagne. Two packs left. Carson Wisenhunt. Fireworks still in head for Miami. Congratulations again on the Miami spot, Kyle, with the Dylan Head Fireworks. The Blue Jays, my guy Ricky Tiedemann. Jim, congrats on a green Prizm. Jake Blass, rookie for Houston. Ty Cobb for Detroit. And last pack, we sit at 18. Roger, you will end up getting a leprechaun because you can't, well, I guess we get, unless we get to 22 out of here, but Vargas for the Dodgers. Jake Blass on a rookie silver for Houston. Congratulations, Matt C. Ted Simmons, St. Louis gets another one. Cardinals go to 9, and we're at 19. There's Alonzo Treadwell, and Cincinnati, Eric Davis. All right, so let's first take care of business with our girl Olivia. And so what we got to do is we got to invite our leprechauns back. I'll leave those there for right now, please. Let's invite our leprechauns back. Clear it out. And we're going to go grab all of you folks that had a spot in that break. Paste you in there. We're going to keep it at 18 seconds. And the winner gets the Olivia Picardo. Good luck. Look at the Roll Boys. So, Bill, congratulations. You guys came right out through the gap and shot it. So you are going to get the Olivia Picardo. I'll take the leprechauns off so you can actually see what I'm holding. You're going to get the Olivia Picardo. Congratulations. So here's a lot of our color in silver. We're going to get all these guys sleeved up and taken care of for you guys. A whole lot of color in there to work with. And here's what we did top load. Not a bad 5 boxes, all things considered. Would have loved to get some Paul Skeens and some other Churio in action, but Jake Bloss, silver. Tiedemann, green. Fireworks, Dylan Head. Jackson Merrill, top tier. Thomas White to $3.99. Mizorowski, silver. Galarraga to $3.99. Manzardo, fireworks. Gagne to $3.99. Mason Wynn, red cracked ice. Kerstad, silver rookie. Ventura, green. Clifford, prismatic. James Wood, hype. Nolan Shanwell on the cracked ice. Painter on the green. Braden Taylor, prismatic. Griffey on the cracked ice. Caminero was numbered to 75. Pete Crow on the fireworks. Mizorowski. Churio on the green rookie. Dylan Cruz. Craig Biggio to 399. Jose DePaul Fireworks. Jordan Lawler silver rookie. We did get an auto. Owen Murphy auto for the Braves. Seaver to 399. Caminero. Drew Gilbert Fireworks. Bryce Matthews Cracked Ice. And Elijah Green for Washington. The green. So congrats to all of the folks who got hits in that break, and thank you again for partaking in it. We're going to have one more shot at winning some leprechauns. So as we look to our schedule, we now move on. And again, I have stayed a half hour, even though I did that really slow. I've stayed a half hour schedule tonight. I gave myself way too much time. But I don't think anyone's going to mind either getting to bed a little bit earlier or getting on to their next thing. So we're going to keep trudging forward. We're going to finish this break up, and then we're going to get to some leprechauns. And then that's going to be that for this Sunday evening. So as we get ready to do our 5 Crusade boxes, break number 988, I do want to give a shout out to everyone who grabbed a team for us in this break. Thank you very much, Matt on the Diamondbacks, Robert on the Braves, Joseph on the Orioles, Daryl the Red Sox, Angel with the Chi-Town connection, Cubbies and White Sox, Jim with the Reds, Matt the Guardians, Shamdog the Rockies, Matt with the Tigers, Dwayne with his Houston folks, the Astros, empty box. Roger with the Royals, Angel with the Angels, as always, that's the best. Dale with the Dodgers, Matt with the Marlins, Andrew's got the Brewers again, Jim the Twins, Angel the Mets, Matt the Yankees, Daryl the A's, Carlos the Phillies, Angel the Pirates, Mark with the Padres, Andrew with the Giants, Mariners going to Daryl, Jim with the Cardinals, Angel with the Rays, Andrew with the Rangers, Daryl with the Blue Jays, and Matt with the Nationals. Guys, thanks for grabbing all those spots. Good luck to each and every one of you. We do get out of these 5 boxes, it does say an autograph per box on average. We have known that has come to be some points more often than we'd like them to be. I'm hoping that tonight we buck that trend a little bit. But again, thank you guys for buying into this break. And good luck for each and every one of you. I'm going to do my best to get you the best possible cards we can get you. Let's talk about the hit counter in this last break. For the hit counter, if you guys want to play along and get a shot at some more free, some free stuff, some more leprechauns, and a shot at some free stuff, we're going teams again. So we're going Baltimore, we're going Arizona, we're going Texas, and we're going San Diego. So one of these 4 teams come up, that's going to count on the hit counter, and you guys need to tell us which team is going to show up the most in this break for the hit counter. Is it going to be Baltimore, Arizona, Texas, or San Diego? And then what is the total of all 4 going to be? And there is one, we're doing a bonus leprechaun now. Max loves it when I do this. We're doing a bonus leprechaun. The first person to find, there's a connection. It's an Easter egg, sort of, if you will, I guess. I don't know if that's the right thing to call it. But what is it about these 4 teams put on there that you guys might make? It could be clue, it could be something looking at the names together. But the first person to guess why I put these 4 teams in this hit counter the way that I did is going to get a bonus leprechaun. Yeah, that was pretty quick. Andrew figured that one out like that. It's bats. Hats for bats. I was thinking of Major League when I made this, and I thought of bats, and so I thought I'd put the 4 teams to make bats in there. So, Max, if you can give Andrew a bonus leprechaun, you got that before I almost even got the clue out there, Andrew. Nice work on that. Thanks for playing along. All right, so here we go. We'll get into our first box. I just want to make sure that we don't have points. Very sad to say that unfortunately I did a poor job in a recent break and someone managed to steal the points from one of our customers. And so I am very sorry that that happened. I'm not happy that that happened. I'm going to do my best, if we have any points here, to not show those. And I do want to say, whoever stole those points from our customer, shame on you guys. But again, that's on me. I got to not show those codes. So Connor Griffin for the Pirates gets us started. Angel, congratulations. It's a nice start to the break with Connor Griffin. There's Minnesota Jim Katz. Tommy Troy for Arizona. So Arizona on the board for the hit counter at 1. Our certified prospects, James Tibbs for the Giants. And for San Diego, we got Leo DeVry on the Crusade. Congrats, Mark. Cliff Lee for Philadelphia. San Diego is Leo DeVry. I got to hit that on the hit counter. San Diego goes to 1. We're at 2. There's Jace Bowerfin for Toronto. Greg Maddux for the Cubbies. Kyle DeBarge for the Twins. And Christian Campbell for Boston on the Call to Arms rookie refractor. Congratulations to the Boston spot, Daryl. Monty Irvin. There's Thomas White for Miami. Luis Aparicio. Kyle Teal for the White Sox. We got Ryan Sandberg. Rest in peace, Ryan, for the Cubbies. Angel, congrats. Levi Sterling for Pittsburgh. There we go, Angel. It's a nice one for Pittsburgh on the Crusade. Kyle DeBarge on a cracked ice for Minnesota. Jim. Carson Bench for the Mets. Kendall George for the Dodgers. Yadier Molina for the Cardinals. Walker Janik is going to be numbered for Houston. That is 94 out of 199. So congrats, Dwayne, on the Houston spots. Walker Janik to 199. Certified Stars, Mariano Rivera for the Yankees. There's Vance Honeycutt for Baltimore. That's going to get Baltimore on the hit counter. Michael Young for Texas. That's going to get Texas on the hit counter. Franklin Arias for Boston. James Wood for the Nationals. Colt Emerson on the certified prospects for Seattle. Congrats, Daryl. There's Jet Williams on the Crusade cracked ice for the Mets. Angel, he's now with the Brewers. Thatcher Hurd for the Mets. Phil Neuhauser for Detroit. We got Tommy White for Oakland. And here's our first non-player, our NIL player, Jace Lavalette. So we're going to randomize Jace off, and any more we get like him. We don't see points here. It looks like we actually got an autograph coming up, so that is a good thing. Jordan Lawler on the certified stars for Arizona. The numbers, James Wood for the Nationals. That's a cool card. I really like these numbers ones. I know I've talked about these before, but I think it's a cool parallel. So congratulations to Matt on the National spot. There we go. Angel Paul Skeens on a Crusade for you. Congratulations. Would like that to be numbered or autographed, but we'll start small. We'll build up. Congrats, Angel. Paul Skeens. We got Charlie Condon on the cracked ice for the Rockies. Shamdog, that's a nice one. Drew Thorpe for the White Sox. Manny Ramirez for Boston. There is Jesus Made for the Brewers. Congrats, Andrew. And there is our autograph. It is for Houston, Jesus Baez. So congratulations, Dwayne. You are having a great night. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Jesus Baez is the Mets. I'm sorry. Angel, congratulations. Woo. I almost misspoke there. Angel, congratulations. You had faith in me right as I almost gave you your autograph to someone else. Right? I'm pretty sure Jesus Baez is the Mets. Whew, there we go. Congrats. And thanks for the faith in me. Kobe Mayo, Baltimore. Baltimore goes to 2. Deion Sanders for Cincinnati. Kobe Miller for the Dodgers. Taylor for Tampa Bay. Sebastian Walcott for Texas. On the certified stars, that goes to 2. Or prospects, excuse me. Colson Montgomery for the White Sox, Angel. Malcolm Moore for Texas on the cracked ice. Texas goes to 3. We're at 7. And Ian Kinsler for Texas. Look at that. Texas on a little run. All of a sudden, Texas is at 4. So after 1 box, we've got Texas in the lead at 4, Baltimore 2, Arizona and San Diego each at 1. I'm going to go ahead because I'm so far ahead of schedule tonight. I'm going to go ahead and just keep doing 1 box at a time. Hopefully that pace wasn't too slow for the 1 box. We'll keep running that pace. Empty box. So I'm very happy that so far in the first box, I'm very happy that we are 1 for 1 on autos. I would really like to do all 5 of these boxes with all 5 autos and not deal with any points. We had, I felt really bad the other day. Marty ran one of these, and I think it was 3, if not 4 of the boxes had points, and that really stunk. We hate when it does that. Obviously, we don't make those boxes, but you advertise it, and the boxes are advertised as an autograph per box, and so you guys look to get into these breaks because products like this have autographs. So then when we get 4 point cards, that's kind of no fun. So hopefully we do better tonight. So far we're doing better. We did get a numbered card already, which is sweet. And we've got at least 1 NIL player to randomize off, which is sweet as well. These Crusade cards, they sure like to slide off each other, though. And here's our last pack of box number 2. You guys will have through the 3rd box before you got to lock in that hit counter prediction. So here we go. Tommy Troy for Arizona. That's going to put Arizona. Oh, I missed a Jordan Lawler. So Arizona's actually at 3. That just reminded me I missed a Jordan Lawler. So Arizona's at 3. We're at 10 now, by the way. There's a Paul Skeens. And we're going to treat all Paul Skeens like a hit because we didn't get any of them in Prizm. So we're going to treat all Paul Skeens like a hit. Congratulations, Angel. For the Brewers, there's a Jackson Chourio. Hagen Smith for the White Sox. Jackson Chourio on the Crusade for the Brewers. Andrew, we're doing well for you at the Brewers right now. Brock Porter, Texas. Texas, all of a sudden, they're at 5. Mike Piazza for the Mets. Chandler Simpson, rookie for Tampa Bay. George Kell for Detroit. Call to Arms Alkaline, Detroit. Luke Keyshaw, rookie for the Twins. And then Cal Ripken Jr. for Baltimore. Baltimore goes to 3 on the hit counter. There's another Jesus Mate for the Brewers. Andrew, congrats. Johnny Formello. And here's a great numbers card to get to Bobby Witt Jr. for the Royals. Congratulations, Roger. There is Bobby Witt Jr. Braylon Payne on the Crusade for the Brewers. Carson Williams on the cracked ice for Tampa. Brock Wilken for the Brewers. Aiden Miller for Philly. Jensen for Kansas City. Carson Williams on the gold foil there for Tampa. For the Cubbies, we got Owen Cassie. And for the Marlins, we got a cracked ice of Thomas White. Trey Yesevich for Toronto. PJ Morlando for Miami. We got Wyatt Sanford for Pittsburgh. And for the Cubs, Greg Maddux to 199. So congratulations, Angel. There's another number card for you. It is 142 out of 199 on the Greg Maddux. One of the most diabolical pitchers in history. Congratulations, 199 Greg Maddux. Josh Gibson. That one's going to have to get randomized off. Starlin Caba from Miami. Nelly Cruz with his time in Texas. So Texas is going to go to 6 on the hit counter. We're at 13. Kyle DeBarge for the Twins. Walters. And we got another auto. Sweet. Walters for Cleveland on the gold. And we're 2 for 2 on autos. It's Tampa Bay. Xavier Isaac. Congratulations, Angel. We're hitting for you right now, my man. We're hitting. So we're 2 for 2. Let's get that points out of the way. Xavier Isaac on the preferential or the perennial autograph. Congrats, Angel. Let's see. We've got Lou Gehrig. Walter Janik for Houston. McGonigal for Detroit. Molina for St. Louis. Billy Amick for Minnesota. Certified Prospects. Matt Shaw, rookie card for the Cubbies. Congratulations, Angel. You are on it right now, my friend. You have found the fish. Now let's keep you there. Matt Shaw, nice one. Braden Taylor for Tampa. Kyle Teal for the White Sox for you, Angel. Mike Schmidt. Texas, we got Malcolm Moore. So Texas goes to 7 on the hit counter. Colt Keith for Detroit. Mason Wynn for St. Louis. And there's a certified prospect, Chase Burns for the Reds for Jim. Kevin McGonigal on the cracked ice for Detroit. And then here's another randomizer, Rintaro Sasaki for the Stanford Cardinal. All right, guys, that was box 2. I'll put up the hit counter for you. We got up to 14 after the second box, with Texas still in the lead. And then you got Baltimore, Arizona at 3-3, and San Diego still at 1, which I'm pretty sure I didn't miss one. So we're at 14. We're getting into the third box. After the third box is when you guys will have to update your hit counter predictions and lock them in. I am very, very pleased. I guess I shouldn't be surprised, but I'm just happy and pleased that we are 2 for 2 on actually pulling autos out of these boxes. And our hope, keep your fingers crossed, is that we go 5 for 5 with actual auto cards, not redemption points. But that's a tough task with Panini sometimes, so we'll see. And if we get one, we'll roll with it. We'll randomize it off to somebody. We got lots of great names in here. This is actually, I'm curious. You guys pop in the chat. What do you think about the Crusade checklist? It's a pretty good checklist because you can get, some of the hits and chrome parallels and stuff of guys like Cal Ripken Jr. and things like that. There's some pretty good prospects that ended up coming out of the season in here. I'm I'm hit or miss on the actual Crusade design itself. I know some people love it. I'm so-so on it. I think it's maybe a little busy. But that's just me. We did get points this time, guys. So here's what we're going to do on this one. We're going to space that guy out right away. So sit there. All right, the points that we got, guys, was 150 points. And I'm just going to keep all the codes covered up because I don't want anyone to get their points stolen. We will randomize off those 150 points at the end of the break. So sadly, unless we get a bonus hit here, there won't be an autograph coming out of this box. But we'll see. Maybe we'll get lucky. Augustin Ramirez from Miami. Dante Nori for Philadelphia. Braylon Doty for Cleveland. Rhett Lauder for Cincinnati, all in the numbers. James Wood, Washington. Ryan Sandberg, the Cubbies. There's a Bobby Witt Jr. for the Royals. Leo DeVry for San Diego. So San Diego gets 2. And we're up to 15. Brandon Sproat for the Mets. He now, of course, is part of the Brewers rotation. Aaron Judge on a call to arms. So it's nice that we can still get Aaron Judge and Bobby Witt Jr. cards. Yeah, that camo parallel. Did you just watch the replay and see that one, Jason? That was a great pull out of 25. It's a cool card. Call to arms Judge. And we got Jacob Wilson on the Crusade. He retracted his own message. I agreed with it, Jason. There's James Tibbs for the Giants. Montgomery. Thomas White for Miami. There's the big unit, Randy Johnson, and that is in his time with Arizona. So Arizona goes to 4 on the hit counter. Alex Freeland for the Dodgers. Braden Taylor for Tampa Bay. Ben Hess for the Yanks. Colin Houck for the Mets. Eddie Matthews for the Milwaukee Braves. Certified Stars, Rhett Lauder for the Reds. Congrats, Jim. There's another one we got to randomize off. It is Jace Lavalette. Jackson Paez, Boston. Will Clark, San Francisco. Monty Irvin for New York. Rhett Lauder on the call to arms. Rookie. So the Reds, Jim, congrats. We're actually getting a lot of Chase Petty and Rhett Lauders in here. Speaking of which, for the Reds, how about a Chase Burns as well on the Crusade? Owen Cassie for the Cubbies, Angel. Braden Taylor for Tampa. There's Walter again for Cleveland. There's Jackson Churio. Carson Bench for the Mets. They turn every one of these each way. It's frustrating. Darryl for Toronto, Trey Yasevich. And for the Yankees, we got a Ben Hess. Steve Garvey for the Dodgers. For Detroit, Kel. And Joshua Gonzalez for the Giants. Congrats, Andrew. There is Deion Sanders for the Yankees, Mets. And we got a green Roman Anthony called arms for Boston. That is going to be numbered. It is 137 out of 249. So congratulations to Boston, Darryl. Roman Anthony out of 249 on the green called arms. There's Cam Caminiti for the Braves. Brady House for Washington. Kesh Mayfield upside down is for San Diego. They go to 3. And we're at 17. There's Wyatt Sanford for Pittsburgh. Michael Young for Texas. Texas extends their lead. They go to 8. We're at 18 now. Bryce Eldridge on the certified prospect for the Giants. Slade Caldwell on the cracked ice for Arizona. Arizona goes to 5 on the hit counter. We're at 19. And Brody Brecht for Colorado. Okay, so that is 3 of the 5 boxes. So now it's time for you guys to lock in your hit counter predictions while we get through boxes 4 and 5. I'll get the packs out of both just to give you guys a little bit of time to think about it. But we got to 19 on that first hit counter. Or on the hit counter, 19 out of the first 3 boxes. And that included 3 Baltimore Orioles, 5 Arizona Diamondbacks, 8 Texas Rangers, and 3 San Diego Padres. So you guys need to decide which team is going to take the lead or hold the lead, and then what the total of all 4 teams are going to be. So that was more points. Shoot. So guys, we've got another, I'll show you guys, you can see by the yellow, that's 150 points. So Panini did it to us again, 150 points. We've got 2 to randomize off. I'm just keeping them underneath that cover. So again, we did have an unfortunate situation where someone notified us that their points were stolen or used before they got the points in the mail to redeem them. So we really want to avoid that from happening. So I'm going to leave those under that spacer card. But we have 2 150 point cards to randomize off, along with a couple Jace Lavalettes, a Rentaro Sasaki, and a Josh Gibson. So we're going to have a lot of Leprechaun action going on at the end of this one as well. And let's hope box number 5 has a 3rd auto instead of a 3rd points card. And if we're going to get points, for crying out loud, let's get something more than 150. Panini, come on. All right, so here's box 4. Now you guys got to lock in those predictions. Which team and the total of all 4. Take a few seconds, and then Max is going to close it up for you. There is George Kell. Walters again for Cleveland. Dalton Rushing for the Dodgers. And we got a Carson Williams call to arms for Tampa Bay Angel. Congratulations. The hit counter is going to take one here with J.D. Dix from Arizona. So Arizona goes to 6. And we're at 20. Brady House. There's Travis Bazzana for Cleveland. We hadn't called him out yet for Matt. And Levi Sterling for Pittsburgh. Tink Hentz for St. Louis. Call to arms for the Phillies of Jimmy Fox. Bryce Montgomery for the Yankees. Bryce Cunningham, excuse me, for the Yankees. Noble Meyer for Miami. Yogi Berra for the Yanks, and there's Nelly Cruz on the gold foil for Texas. So Texas extends the lead. They go up to 9. Chase DeLauder for Cleveland on the certified. Ryan Waldschmidt, Arizona, on another Crusade. They go to 7. We're at 22. Kumar Rocker on the cracked ice for Texas. Texas goes to 10 in double digits. We're at 23. Andrew Silas for Miami is another Paul Skeens. We'll take as many Paul Skeens as we can get. Right, Angel? Base one. Again, I'd like that to be something a little bit nicer, but we'll take all the Skeens we can get. There's Roberto Clemente, Starlin Caba, Roman Anthony for Boston, Spencer Jones for the Yankees, Chipper Jones. Tommy Troy is Arizona. They go to 4. Reggie Jackson for the Yankees. And the Brewers, Jesus Mate to 199. Congratulations, Andrew. Jesus Mate to 199. That's a good one That makes up for the points a little bit. Mate to 199. We got Owen Kase for the Cubs on the certified. There's Brock Wilken and Brock Porter. Texas goes to 11. It does not look like Texas wants to relinquish this hit counter, guys. Kyle DeBarge for the Twins. Here's another Jesus Mate base. There's our second Rotaro Sasaki. Pujols on the numbers, and Campbell for Boston. There's Kevin McGonigal for Detroit. Cash Mayfield, San Diego. San Diego goes to 4. We're cruising on the hit counter right now at 26. Tony Perez for Cincinnati. Manny Ramirez for Boston. Caleb Boniver for the White Sox. Brody Breck. Wyatt Sanford. Trey Savage. And the Brewers, you get a Jackson Churio numbers. Congrats, Andrew. PJ Morlando, Miami. Brandon Sproat for the Mets. And Cam Caminiti for the Braves. And that finishes box number 4. So as we get into our last box here, we sit at 26 with the Rangers in a very heavy lead. Oh yeah, I think we got Angel switched to Texas. So everyone's on Texas right now. And right now at 26, we need a little bit more action on the hit counter to get people some leprechauns. But you guys all did switch to Texas. So I think you're all in pretty good shape for that one. This last box, I'm going to go ahead and go one pack at a time. And we'll see what we can do. There is Chase Dollander for the Rockies. Trey Morgan for Tampa Bay. Baez for Boston. Roman Anthony on the call to arms for Boston. So Daryl Boston, as always, Boston's done very well. They're always a good spot to get in just about any baseball break. There's Lavalets on the cracked ice. We're going to have a lot to randomize away. And then Evan Carter for Texas. So Texas goes to 12, which helps everyone keep leprechauns and helps the total. Thomas Sajaci for the Cardinals. There's another Paul Skeens for Pittsburgh. Congrats, Angel. We got another numbered card for Texas. So congratulations, Andrew, on the Texas spot. That's another numbered card for you. It's Jack Leiter with the gold foil to 299. Congratulations, Jack Leiter. 192 or 162 out of 299. Congrats, Andrew. So Texas having a break up to 13. We're at 28. And a numbered Paul Skeens. Back-to-back numbered cards, guys. Paul Skeens is going to be numbered 212 out of 249. Angel, there you go. That's the type of stuff we want right there. So back-to-back numbered cards. These were our last 2 cards, guys. Jack Leiter to 299 and Skeens to 249 on the call to arms. How cool is that? Spencer Jones and Brooks Lee for Minnesota. Hopefully we just have a hot box and they're not making up for the fact that they're giving us more points. I don't even know why I just said that out loud. Hope I didn't jinx us. I could have fireworked. I should have fireworked, and we haven't had as many under 100 tonight. J.D. Dix for Arizona. Arizona goes to 8. Cooper Pratt for the Brewers. Ben Hess for the Yankees on the gold foil. There's another one to randomize off. Rentaro Sasaki. There's Zaire Hope for the Dodgers. And Rhett Lauder for Cincinnati. Boy, so this is one break where I probably could have sold like an NAL spot, and whoever would have got that would have actually been happy. We've always said before, I don't like to run an NAL spot for stuff like this because we've done 5-box breaks and we've gotten one or no of those cards before. There was one break we didn't get a single NAL guy in there. So if you sell that spot, then people are just unhappy, whereas we got all these to randomize off. But had we sold an NAL spot right now, it would have done very well. There's Pedro for Boston, Cortez for the Angels, Clemente for the Pirates, Bryce Eldridge for the Giants, York for the Pirates, and Zebby Matthews for Minnesota. So we're getting down to the second half here with 4 packs left. The hit is in here. What kind of hit is it? We're yet to see. It's more points. Gosh darn it. It's another yellow, so that means another 150 points. So 3 out of 5, that's not fun. But at least someone's going to get some points and hopefully add up to make something good. There's Travis Bazzana for Cleveland. We got Rhett Lauder on the numbers for Cincinnati. Congratulations to Jim. Paul Molitor for Toronto. Blake Mitchell for Kansas City, and Bryce McCage for the Brewers. 3 packs left. We're at 29 on the hit counter. There's Trevor Hoffman for San Diego. Make that 30. San Diego goes to 5. We're at 30. Alex Gordon for Kansas City. Rhett Lauder on the call to arms. Cincinnati, all in all, having a really good break. Buster Posey for the Giants, and Bryce Eldridge for the Giants. There's Theo Gillen for Tampa Bay. 2 packs left. Can we get a bonus auto? What do you guys think? The other night I was fortunate enough to open up on my own, not in a break, but open up a hobby box of Stadium Club, and I got a bonus auto. I had 2 autos in the box. It was pretty sweet. There's Reggie Jackson, Tink Hence, Kumar Rocker, rookie for Texas, puts Texas. Man, Texas absolutely killed it. 14. How about another Rhett Lauder? And I don't know, there's a bunch of Rhett Lauders that we have in the sleeve pile and things like that, but I feel like if Rhett Lauder were on the hit counter by himself, he'd have beaten San Diego and Baltimore. Here's Colt Emerson for Seattle, and then Slammin' Sammy Sosa for the Cubbies. Last pack mojo, my friends. See what we got. That's Ethan Holiday. That's another NAL spot we're going to randomize off. James Tibbs for the Giants. Another Deion Sanders, Certified Stars. There's Greg Maddux for the Braves. Chase Dollander on the rookie cracked ice for the Rockies. And Caro for the White Sox is going to finish us off. All right, so we do have a lot of randomizing to do. We've got, you guys can kind of see I'm filling about 3 different 150 points. So we're going to randomize those off. And then we're going to also randomize off all of our, so we got Ethan Holiday. I'll put that as, well, that's not a chrome yet. Rotaro Sasaki, Lavalette on the cracked ice. Sasaki base, Lavalette. Sasaki another base. The one Sasaki was gold chrome. Josh Gibson and Lavalette. So here's what we're going to do for that race. I'm going to put the cracked ice as number 1. We're going to put the Sasaki Crusade as number 2. We'll put the Josh Gibson as number 3. We're going to put the Jace Gold Foil as number 4. We're going to put Rintaro Gold Foil as number 5. We'll put Ethan Holiday as 6, Rentaro as 7, and Lavalette as 8. Just in terms of how we're going to give them away here. So we're going to bring up our friendly leprechauns. We're going to clear our list out, and let's grab all the buyers from this one. All right. I'm going to run 18 seconds. What we're going to do is I'm going to do the points first. So we're going to run 3 points. Top 3 leprechauns are going to get the points. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to eliminate the names of the winners so that there will be a 1 in 27% chance for the other ones. Or 1 in 27 chance. So here we go. These are for the 3 150-point cards. We got Mark makes a move. So Mark, Daryl, and Matt, congratulations. You guys are all getting 150 points coming your way. And so what we got to do is we got to get, so Daryl is going to lose one of his guys. Matt M is going to lose this guy. And then Mark is going to lose a guy. So congrats on those points. And now we've got 8 inserts to go. So top 8 leprechauns are going to get a card. Here we go. Look at Daryl again. All right. Sorry about that. Just needed to write all that down. So Daryl and Angel, congratulations. You guys leprechauns came to play. So again, Mark B, Daryl S, Matt M, you guys each got 150 points coming your way. Daryl, you got the Lavalette Cracked Ice. Roger, you got the Sasaki Crusade. Angel, you're getting Josh Gibson and the Lavalette Gold Foil. Jim, you're getting the Sasaki Gold Foil. Andrew, sorry, I couldn't read my own writing for Andrew, you're getting the Ethan Holiday. Angel, you're getting the Sasaki Silver Foil. And Daryl, you're getting the Lavalette Silver Foil. So congratulations, guys, on all those. Congrats on the points winners. Let me show you the rest of the break that we got, then we'll talk about those leprechauns again. Can I hold up a sign with a mystery pack so it can be shipped with other? I don't know if like my screen's cutting off. I'm not sure what that question is. Let's see if I can go to the right. Oh, yeah, so unfortunately I don't have any width on there. We go on tomorrow night again. So if you get some tomorrow night, we'll make notes and connect it with you. or there's more breaks tomorrow night as well. So we'll run some tomorrow night as well. I don't have any with me, so I don't want to get kind of caught up in shipping something I don't have on hand right now. Sorry about that. We've got the Rhett Lauder on the Certified Stars. Let me get back to where there we go. The Rhett Lauder on the Call to Arms. The Rhett Lauder. We had a lot of Rhett Lauder on the numbers. Paul Skeens numbered card. Great card there. Jack Leiter numbered card. Skeens. Roman Anthony on the Call to Arms. Made 199. Paul Skeens. Carson Williams. Roman Anthony to 249 on the Call to Arms. Rhett Lauder again. Jacob Wilson, Aaron Judge, Call to Arms, Matt Shaw, Xavier Isaac. We started out so great with those autos. 199, Greg Maddox, Bobby Witt Jr., Paul Skeens, the Jesus Baez auto, Paul Skeens, James Wood, Walker Janik to 199, and Christian Campbell on the Call to Arms. So not bad stuff coming out of there. Would have preferred not to end up with 3 points, but unfortunately that happens sometimes. But thank you guys so very much. That concludes the break part of the evening. Now it's time to do some giveaways. So don't go anywhere just yet. I somewhat, I guess, fibbed when I said I didn't have any more on hand because I have stuff that I'd already set aside for giveaways, and I didn't want to sell those because they're for giveaways. But I got a few packs for giveaways. So what we're going to do for buyers giveaways, guys, I've got a Prestige 2021 pack. I've got a MLB Mystery Pack, a second MLB Mystery Pack, and one of those Junk Wax Heroes packs. So again, the difference in these is this is 15 cards. It's more modern. There's going to be some Hall of Famers and a little bit of Junk Wax in there, but usually have better names. Rookies, inserts, parallels, and you're going to get an auto, a relic, or a numbered card. And then this Junk Wax Hero, this is 25 Hall of Famer Junk Wax Heroes from the 80s and 90s. So this is what is going as a buyer's giveaway. And then for those of you guys that went after some leprechauns and won leprechauns, this is what we're going to do for the Hit Counter giveaway. We're going to do a Prestige pack, another MLB Mystery pack, and another Junk Wax Heroes pack. All right, so let's start with our buyer's giveaway. So I got to get our leprechauns back up. And, well, with 5 breaks, I'm going to have to split that up. So we're going to do, for football, our 2 football breaks. We'll do that first. There's Optic. And here's Chronicles. Okay. And so for football, we'll set aside the Prestige pack and one of the baseball mystery packs for a buyer's giveaway there. So we're going to keep the 18 seconds going tonight. So for our football buyer's giveaway, again, thank you guys for participating in our football breaks tonight. Good luck. We got to push up top. Who's it going to be? Tim C. All right, so Tim, congratulations. You've got the Prestige 2021 pack coming your way. And then congratulations to Brett. You've got the Major League Baseball mystery pack coming your way. Good luck opening that. Hope you have some fun. Next up, we'll get our list back up. Clear that one out. And now we're going to go to our 3 baseball breaks. So there's Series 1. as Prizm. And let's grab Crusade. There we go. 90 of you guys. Set it. And good luck. So first and second place Leprechaun. First is get a mystery pack, baseball mystery pack. Second is going to get a Junk Wax Heroes pack. Good luck, guys. Oh, yeah, and I'll recap that. Sorry about that. Andrew got it. All right, so I'll recap what you guys did on the hit count of the last one as well. My bad on that. So Andrew, you've got a mystery pack coming your way, and Roger, you got the Junk Wax Heroes mystery pack coming your way. Congratulations. So now when we get to that hit counter giveaway, let me bring the Leprechaun race back off. I'll bring the hit counter back up for a second. And just to show you guys how you did on the last one for Crusade, 14 was Texas, and we ended up with 31. So Roger, Angel, Lou, Ed, Andrew, Diaz, and Lotim, you guys all got Texas correct. And then Ed and Diaz, you guys each had 30, 31, or 32. So there's 2 Leprechauns there as well. So that is how that shook out. Sorry, I forgot to recap that a second ago. We bring up our Leprechaun race back and clear the list off. And here's all of our Leprechauns. A lot of Leprechauns were won tonight. Congratulations, you guys. So here we go. 43 Leprechauns. Well done, well done. That's going to make it tougher to win, but so here's how we're going to run this one. I'm going to do the mystery pack is the first prize, prestige pack is the second prize, and Junk Wax Heroes is the third prize. So pep those Leprechauns up. Here we go. I'm going to shuffle them once or twice to get them dizzy. Good luck. We got DS rolling hot up top. Never looking back. Wow, you guys, you don't see that very often in the Leprechaun races. You don't see someone take off from the start and never look back. That was incredible. DS, you earned that. Congratulations. You forgot your Red Bull. DS, you earned that pack all the way. Congratulations. We've got Roger. You earned the Prestige pack. Congrats. And Dwayne, you earned the Junk Wax Heroes pack. So, guys, thank you so much. Angel, you are correct. It was a great night. I hope you guys had a good time. For those of you watching this on replay, I hope you've had a fantastic weekend and Sunday. I hope everyone is getting settled in here on your evening for a good start to your week. We'll be right back at it tomorrow. So, yeah, see you next break tomorrow. Check out the auctions going up right now. Save us as a seller so you know when they're closing. We got auctions Monday. We're going to be doing that, guys, to break 1,000. We're hitting the break number 1,000 on Thursday. We're going to celebrate that. It's going to be during the day, but hopefully you guys can join us. You do not want to miss being in those breaks. I'll tell you guys right now, find a way to get at least one spot in those breaks. You won't regret it. We're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to celebrate hitting the 1,000th break. And then we're only going up from there. So please, guys, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Help us get to 10,000 followers and beyond by sharing our network with everyone. But most importantly, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for giving me the privilege of doing this with you and hanging out with you guys again on a Sunday night. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. Take care of those around you. And never stop chasing that cardboard gold, my friends. We will see you again real soon. Take care.